So I'm a bit, you know, the title and shit, Let me, this shit is loud in my ears. I'm a bit, intoxicated. Why the fuck is my shit hot? There we go. But hi. I do not like this shit. Bro, my head looks like a fucking square. Okay, let me stop the music. Okay, yeah, hi. I hope everyone had an excellent Halloween. I didn't do shit, but I worked and that's about it. That's about it. Did you see my tattoo? I did not. Wait, did you get a tattoo today? And Cairo, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Thank you. I'll send it to you. Okay. Yeah, I need to text my fucking hairdresser tomorrow before it's too late. I think I can get an appointment on Tuesday, which is when I don't know. Mm. But yeah, my hair is looking not so hot. So today I worked 12:30 to 9. And then I came here and then I got a little you know what I mean? And then I, bro, it's like I went out to my car to grab this because I thought it would look good in my hair right now, but it doesn't. And then like, you know, and then I went outside and then I exhaled and then it was just so peaceful because I looked up at the moon and I'm like, damn, it's so nice out here. And I would have stayed out there listening to music, but then I'd be late to stream. Mm-hmm. Oh, Faulty, thank you for the 5 stream streak. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna do that more often. Just stand out there and do it. And cause I was dead close. I was gonna play I was gonna this is gonna sound very K-pop of me, but I was dead ass gonna stand out there, lean against my car, take some puffs, and listen to BTS. That's literally what I wanted to do so bad, but I'm like, nah, I gotta stream. I gotta stream. Oh, but hi Davenport, hi. Thank you for dropping in. Oh wait, I forgot to Ooh, that's fire. Bro, I think that's my coworker's favorite Halloween person. I can't think right now. Like she got the fucking she had the fucking socks matching with her backpack. But hi third. My F T E T W T H. There we go. Now the best thing to do is smoke before the sun fully set and just smoke and listen to music. Oh, that's the best? Bro, but the way that I be working, maybe I could do it Monday. Monday or Tuesday. Because every other night, I'm going to be the way my work schedule is. Well, the way my hours are, I be leaving in the morning and then I come back and it's pitch black outside. Kiki, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Thank you. Thank you to everyone coming back to back and everything. I feel like I should play. Hmm. But last time I played a random playlist, it started playing old Drake, Drake of all songs. Um, mm, I'm looking so fucking hard. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Last message. You said, hey third, and then I redeemed hydrate. Okay, got you. Maybe Nesquik. Nice hair. Thank you. I was I was literally just saying how I need to get it done because my hair, like, I don't like it's like my hair is like, I don't know, square at the top. Maybe I should put it up. It can be okay. That looks like shit. No. Okay. So baby, just tell me. I never asked before, but right now I don't know. Don't ask questions usually. Got the answers that I need. Oh wait, hold on. Larissa Shields. I don't know who that is. Oh, and Dino El Bambino. Wow. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And welcome to the valley. Okay. And let me see. That. Rest of Type shit. Okay. Oh wait, I brought the water over here and I forgot why I brought it over here. Wait, faulty. Oh wait, you said you were in ads. Wait, did you hear anything that I said about the tattoo at all? Oh damn. Oh, I was saying how shit how I said I almost said how shit the cool was. How cool the shit was. Um, what the fuck? Is this the same song? That is. Yeah, and literally that's my coworker's favorite like Halloween person, call it character, I don't know. And then wow, my eyelids are hot. Yeah, she got like socks of them, and then like she literally got a new backpack like last week of his face. That's crazy though. I'm glad you like it. I'm not fucking with it. Yeah, my hair looking crazy right now. I'm looking so crazy right now. Riri, hi! Hi Riri, hi, 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 hi. Okay, so by the title, I don't know what to do with my hair. Hmm. Hmm. I gave you my all, I showed the proof, realizing you weren't worthy. You don't deserve me. As time passes, I'm feeling high. You're not the one I'm thinking of tonight. I may not be over you, but I'll try inside. I'm feeling better now, finally feeling special now. I'm coasting, roller coasting through my emotions. Oh, I will be here, coasting, roller coasting. I noticed. Oh, you said W fit. Thank you. No, it's the socks, the pajama pants with the pajama pants, you know, um, fucking Catwoman, I think, then um, then Batgirl, and then Joker, and then Gotham. Love that you did a 360. You know, I had to show all of it because like it was like all different prints and everything. Like I'm doing my hair on street. so concentrated on this shit. Who do I look like now? The same person? These gonna be long reacts. You look toasted. Aren't those the best kind though? Cute, no miss. Chun-Li. What's good, Phalanx? How are you? Now let me redo this. Oh, there's so much more hair over here than this side. I would like start rapping some shit, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know that. Fuck, I fucked it up. Better before. Hi, Matcha. Thank you for the 1 year. I remember you chatted with me when I played that one Chillazart game. Fuck, I still forgot a strand of shit. I don't know what the fuck this fucking. I don't have no more energy. Only breath can be high perfection. Bro, when I would do my hair in fucking high school, Me down, bro. Because I'm sensitive as shit. You just want to look put together. I respect it. Thank you. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna just deal with this straight down. Okay, now. Okay. So here, back to stage one. Okay. Thank you. I thank you to everyone who's been having patience with me. But you know, I feel really relaxed. Okay? I feel very relaxed. Yeah, I need to fucking yeah, I need let me look on YouTube. Okay. Hmm. Let me watch that. Yeah, we watched a lot of these, man. Does anyone have any recommendations before I just pick? Simba. Third, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Pink, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hmm. Okay, so does anyone have any recommendations on what Any video recommendations? Damn. Because that's basically what we're gonna do. Beef. Oh, wait. How long ago did I make this playlist? Damn! I made this playlist 4 years ago. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna click. Okay, okay. Alright. I'm gonna go in order in which they were sent. But thank you. Now we have shit to start with. Yay! Nothing good has ever come from learning how food is made. Ooh, and then Karo said another. Ha! Okay, that's 3 videos. Type shit. I did not mean to click that. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully the volume isn't too low and shit. Let me know. Well, no, this should be good. We're good.
3. Sometimes it's your own pride that can get the best of you. This is Hans Steininger, and this is his beard. Hey, my eyes are up here. Looking like the wisest wizard in the world, Hans was a public spectacle in the 16th century and also a well-respected politician. Cause, I mean, come on, who are you gonna vote for? Majestic and marvelous beard boy Hans, or the lame and lackluster clean-shaven Franz? Und that is how I will be lowering taxes while simultaneously providing affordable healthcare and housing for all. Alright, but where's your beard? I don't have one. This guy stinks! But behind that big bushel of bristles beats a kind heart, one that legitimately cared for his town and its people. So much so that Hans was elected as mayor for 6 consecutive terms for the town of Braunau am Inn, a town that resides on the border between modern-day Austria and Germany. It's also the birthplace of another famous facial hair haver, albeit far less loved by history, but that's another story. Measuring in at over 4.5 feet in length, Hans's big-ass beard was his defining feature, and was certainly a testament to his patience and care in many aspects in his life. If you can brush your beard, you can untangle legislative issues. If you can oil up your whiskers, you can lubricate the political machine. So it goes without saying that cosmetology and political science are of equal value. At least from a college degree standpoint.
Almost said that
However,
was 3 hours.
Hans's biggest
Damn.
asset would be his downfall, quite literally. On September 28, 1567, a fire broke out in the town, which was a much bigger threat back then than it is today. Since the extent of firefighting tactics were just pathetic pails of water, a single small fire could reduce your whole town to cinders real quick. Hans, who usually tucked his beloved beard into a leather pouch for safekeeping and uninhibited travel, let his lusciously long locks whimsically whip in the wind as he ran to help with the fire. Scuttling down some stairs in a panic, Hans had accidentally slammed a piggy right on his own facial pubes, causing him to slip and trip down the entire staircase. He snapped his neck, and the town was devastated. Not by the fire, but by the loss of their beloved mayor. Before being buried, the townsfolk had Hans's beard gently removed and chemically preserved, immortalizing his legacy. The forever facial hair is still on display in a museum in the town today.
That is crazy.
Ever have an extreme case of the sleepy ha-has where you find anything and everything to be complete comedic gold to the point of not being able to even breathe? Now try to imagine this soggy scoop of Cheerios doing that. This is Chrysippus, a rather influential Greek Stoic philosopher in the 3rd century BC. In case you don't peruse that corner of YouTube, Stoicism is the philosophy that you only ever need to focus on what you can control in your life.
Cairo.
Anything reasonably outside of that control, Hakunas Matatis, not my problemas. Which is a pretty solid philosophy, especially in this age of doom and gloom social media designed to make you perpetually paranoid and pissed off. Chrysippus was also a huge proponent of logical reasoning, having created an original system of propositional logic, stuff like if, then, and or statements that we use to describe the world around us today. For example, if you are not subscribed to this channel, then you're dead to me. Simple logic. The basic idea is that any and all things happen for a reason. Well, I'm sure Chrysippus would have a hard time understanding the logic and reasoning surrounding his rather untimely death. According to legend, Chrysippus, at the fermented old age of 73, got trashed at a feast. In his slizzard state, he had stumbled upon a donkey who was munching on some figs. Registering at least a 6.9 on the ancient Greek comedy scale, the masticating mule was a hilarious sight to behold, prompting Chrysippus to exclaim, quote, "Now give the donkey some pure wine to wash down the figs." This added punchline sent the Lord of Logic over the edge. Chrysippus reportedly hurled himself into a fit of laughter so intense that he had collapsed, foaming at the mouth. Despite some nearby partygoers attempting to help him, he had knocked himself dead with his own joke. But the question is, can you actually die from laughter? Sure you can. It's rare, but medically possible. If you laugh your ass off to the point of it being an uncontrollable fit, that actually puts a lot of stress on your heart. So if you have a weak heart, you're probably going to exacerbate some underlying conditions, leading to a heart attack. You also have the possibility of losing consciousness if you laugh yourself out of breath for long enough. But you have to hear or see something exceptionally funny for that to happen, so don't worry, you're safe here. Now, of course, this recount of events is debated by historians. The guy who documented this particular death was ancient Greek biographer Diogenes Laertius, who lived a few hundred years after Chrysippus' death, so he was far from an eyewitness. Diogenes nuts! On top of that, he also wrote an alternative, more mundane account of the comical death, simply writing that Chrysippus died of alcohol poisoning after drinking too much undiluted wine, but I guess he needed to spice some things up for his readers. If there was ever proof that the universe has a cruel sense of humor, then it's the curious case of American lawyer and politician Clement Vallandigham. Howdy. Though he resided in the Union state of Ohio during the mid-1800s, Clement was adamantly against the Civil War, calling it, quote, a wicked, cruel, and unnecessary war. Which is fine, but being a member of the Copperhead faction of the anti-war Democrats, Clement was a very vocal Confederate sympathizer, speaking out against President Lincoln and the abolition of slavery, to which Lincoln was all and sent him to the South to live amongst his Confederate companions in 1863. Clement, who was clearly not about that life, snuck aboard a ship and shipped himself off to Canada before sneaking back to his home state of Ohio to perform rather inconsequential political mumbo-jumbo for the next few years. But after the war was over, Clement attempted to run on political platforms while still advocating for slavery. However, he suddenly switched his views with the Democratic New Departure policy of 1865, which basically 180'd the Democratic Party's stance on slavery once they realized that it fell out of favor in the public's eye. So, being branded as a no-good slavery supporter for life meant the figurative death of his political career. Instead, he turned to a career in law, which would soon lead to his literal death. On June 17, 1871, Vallandigham met his demise while defending his client, Thomas McGeehan, a young fella accused of shooting and killing one Tommy Myers. Clement claimed that Myers had, in fact, not been murdered, but accidentally shot himself with his own gun while getting up to stand. Clement vowed that he could demonstrate this before the court, proving McGeehan's innocence. And so he did. Now, when reenacting a scene that results in someone accidentally blowing a hole through their own tummy, you want to make sure that you have safety measures in place that would physically prevent you from doing the same thing. Clement didn't do that. Instead, he had mistakenly used a loaded pistol. While demonstrating the scene as Myers, Clement attempted to draw the seemingly harmless firearm from his coat pocket as he stood up. And he blew a hole through his own tummy, just like Myers. Clement Vallandigham died just 12 hours later from his injuries. The verdict? Not guilty, McGeehan was acquitted and was a free man. Until he was murdered a few years later, that is.
Hi, Zon. Hi,
You can
Zon.
tempt
Hi,
death
I
all
love
you like,
too.
but eventually,
Hi.
he's gonna get what's his. That's what big old Bobby Leach found out in 1926. Born in itty-bitty Britain, England in 1858, Leach grew up to be quite the daredevil. Unfortunately, most of Bobby's early life is lost to time, completely shrouded in mystery. We do know that around the 1880s, he had left boring old England for a more exhilarating life in the States. Apparently an excellent swimmer, Leach eventually landed a gig as a professional high diver with the greatest show on earth, the Barnum and Bailey Circus. There, he performed daringly dangerous feats in front of thousands of eager onlookers. This had quenched the adrenaline-thirsty void in his life for a while, but eventually he retired from this circus life at the age of 50 in order to extend his life expectancy a bit. But that logic was tossed aside rather quickly, as in the early 1900s, Bobby decided to settle down as a humble businessman at Niagara Falls. Blimey, that's a proper waterfall, isn't it? Initially content with just opening up a restaurant, Leach noticed the ever-increasing tourists flocking from afar to see a bunch of water spill over a cliff. So, this gave him an idea. The daredevil was back. Between 1906 and 1911, Leach performed various stunts around the falls, including parachuting from the nearby Honeymoon Bridge to the river below. Over the years, Leach continued to push the envelope, coming up with more and more dangerous stunts to draw larger and larger crowds. Eventually, he faced his biggest challenge, the falls themselves. And on July 25th, 1911, entombed in a customized giant metal barrel, Leach took the plunge. And survived. Sure, he had gashed his forehead, broken his jaw, and all of his kneecaps, but he was still kicking. Bobby Leach became the second person to survive the trip, right behind 63-year-old Annie Taylor. After recovering in the hospital for several months, Leach became a celebrity. Over the next several years, he had plans to make a second bound over the falls, but it never came to be. Why? Well, because in 1926 he went and slipped on a dang orange peel, snapping his leg in half, which went and got infected with gangrene, ultimately killing him a few days later. Remember that death always gets the last laugh. Having served the shortest presidential term in United States history, you know something must have gone down. Well, it was President William Henry Harrison's health bar. The withering president had a pretty impressive career before assuming office. He enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1791 at the age of 18 and quickly rose through the ranks, serving in the American Indian Wars, which sought to expand U.S. territory further west against native tribes, which they did. Satisfied with his service, Harrison decided to retire from the military at 25 and toss his hat in the ring for a career in politics. Recognized for his leadership skills on the battlefield, then President Guy John Adams gave Harrison control over the territory of Indiana as governor, with the goal of expanding that territory for statehood eligibility. One consequence of this territorial expansion was the Battle of Tippecanoe in 1811, which only further displaced natives from the area in order to allow more settlers to, well, settle. This success cemented Harrison's legacy, as Indiana would eventually become its own state in 1816. But leading military campaigns from afar, that's boring as shit. Harrison missed being in the middle of the action, so he came out from his military retirement to fight in the War of 1812, serving as a major general for the US Army against the smelly redcoats, who weren't too happy seeing the US's throbbing expansion. A bunch of people died, and the war ended in pretty much a stalemate. But the outcome solidified the US as a world power, being able to at least defend itself from a foreign power. This really boosted national morale and pride, and with no restrictions put in place, the US just kept on manifesting that destiny in the coming years. Now back in a time of peace and having successfully satisfied his war boner, Harrison fell back into politics, serving in the House of Representatives, the Senate, and eventually running for president. His opponent was 8th President Martin Van Buren, whose first term experienced an economic depression with the Panic of 1837. Of course, Van Buren was given the blame for the economic downturn, even though it began over a month before he was even in office. The economy stagnated, unemployment rose, and the people were properly pissed. So it's no surprise that when seeking re-election, it was now Harrison who would be the favorite to win. Aww. Harrison won in a landslide, 234 electoral votes to Van Buren's 60, but that wouldn't matter in about a month. Elected in 1841 at the age of 68, Harrison was getting on in his years. Either a stubborn old goat or a complete idiot, he had the habit of being extremely underprepared for the weather. For example, he delivered his inaugural speech in the bitter cold and rain for 2 hours straight, with no overcoat or weather-appropriate clothes.
Connected with the subject is the character of the currency. The idea of making it exclusively metallic, however well intended, appears to be fraught with.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Harrison continued to endure exposure to the elements over the next few weeks, eventually contracting a deadly case of pneumonia. Despite his doctors jacking him to the tits with drugs and relying on good old-fashioned bloodletting, Harrison died on April 4th, 1841, exactly 1 month after being elected.
Damn.
When you were a kid, did you ever try jumping off of a sofa using a blanket as a makeshift parachute, but you failed to calculate if the blanket had the proper coefficient of drag necessary to minimize your acceleration due to gravity, leaving you crashing to the floor in a possible concussion? Just me? Well, take that scenario and scale it up to adult size. Except this is your blanket, and this is your couch.
Oh my
Meet
gosh, I
Franz
know this
Reichelt,
story.
the mastermind behind the parachute suit prototype. An Austro-Hungarian tailor and inventor, Franz became hyper-fixated on developing a sort of wearable parachute. He had
Crazy,
identified a gap
yeah,
in the
he can
market
cut.
with the rise of humanity's newest invention, the powered aircraft. Seeing reports of pilots forced to launch themselves out of their airborne contraptions if things went south, Franz vowed to come up with a solution to save lives.
I forgot
So
how
he got to
these
work in
cookies
1910 with
tasted.
some initial designs, testing the prototypes by
was
strapping them onto
mystery
makeshift
flavor.
dummies and hucking them off of a 5-story ledge. Surprisingly, the dummies managed to hit the ground at less than fatal speeds. Not bad. But there was a problem. The prototype weighed 150 pounds. And no pilot's gonna lug all that extra weight onto an aircraft, even if it would potentially save their life. But Franz would not give up. After all, you have to fail many times before you succeed. But it did help that there was also some monetary encouragement. Turns out that France's Aeronautic Club held a parachute-esque design competition which offered a cash prize to the tune of 10,000 francs. Considering that the average wage of an unskilled French laborer at the time was only a few francs a day, that prize was nothing to sneeze at. Over the next year, Reichelt was unable to replicate his initial success with any of the lighter redesigns. But to his logic, it wasn't a design problem, it was a height problem. Anyone who has even taken a basic physics course knows that this is a bad idea. You fall exponentially faster the longer you're airborne thanks to acceleration due to gravity. But what's a bunch of stupid science shit gonna do to stop an avid inventor from fulfilling his dream and lining his pockets? Nothing. But the pavement will. But Franz, determined to test his designs from a higher height, pleaded with the Parisian prefecture of police to allow him to run an experiment from the Eiffel Tower. Despite numerous rejections, they eventually gave in. On the bitter cold morning of February 4th, 1912, and to the surprise of everyone, Franz arrived on site in his dumpy-looking parachute suit. Now, the police only gave Franz permission to perform this stunt on the grounds that dummies would be used, not that he would be doing the jumping himself. This guy was so confident in his invention, boasting to news journalists of how successful it was gonna be. But apparently the police didn't feel like stopping him, so after a bunch of preparations, Reichelt made the leap, but his parachute suit failed to properly deploy, so the poor fella plummeted 187 feet to his death, achieving nothing but a Franz-shaped dent in the cement. And so ends another silly video. I'm gonna be making a part 2 to this sometime soon, so subscribe to see that in the near future. In the meantime, I think you're gonna like this video here. Go watch it. I'll see you over there.
W Vin. Bro, that knuckle Okay. Wait, is my mic back on? Yeah, it is. All right, back to this. Oh wait, this is the guy who like does his intros fast as shit.
Welcome back to the Kevin Lesson of March Internet. I'm your host, Kevin Lang, and today we're doing 6 siblings versus 1 stranger. We've got 6 people here. 5 of them are siblings, and 1 of them is a stranger. But the twist is they're all in a family circus, if it wasn't obvious. So the stranger has to blend in with this family circus, and we have to figure out who it is. I've put together the greatest panel to go on this circus adventure with me. Daddy Love, Herman Rice, Aaron Branch, and it's my honor to bring back Emmy winner, Dwayne Thornton! First now we're going off looks, who we think looks like they don't belong in this family.
Well, I'm pretty sure number 3 is what Denny wears to the club.
Danny, I'm gonna start with you this time. Who do you think looks like they don't belong in this family?
I'm
Bullet freeze.
gonna go number 5 or 1. One of them gotta go, and it's hard to tell who. I think it's number 1 because something about you I just don't like.
Is it the passion mark?
But it's something about it that doesn't feel.
It's too old for that. That's a hickey from number 2.
That would be his their sibling.
Oh, sorry. Wrong video.
Sibling.
Wrong video. Sorry about that, guys.
At least 5 of them are related to each other.
Yes.
At least 5.
What do you think, Aaron? Who do you think looks like they don't belong?
I would say number 5.
5?
I don't know what it is, because I will say that number.
Is that okay? So
That was not the act. That was not only was it the sound, it was the environment.
He must have been outside of Herm's tent because that is such a.
Herm said, Jimmy? Jiminy?
Okay,
No,
thank you,
it's
Aaron.
obviously not him.
I'm gonna finish with you, Herm. First, I'm gonna go to Dwayne, get you involved here. Who do you think looks like they're not in the siblings group?
I was gonna say 5 because
Damn, 5?
it's the color scheme. The outfit don't fit. But not,
He might be the Beyonce though.
Oh, you know, but I feel like that may be
so funny.
a trick. I'm also looking at the shape of their eyes to see if genetics has something to do with it.
That's a good point. I didn't.
No, you're
clock
playing the
color.
game.
Herm, who do you think looks like they don't belong in the squad?
That was really good by Dwayne. I think it also might be number 5 or number 4. She looked like she at the wrong circus.
What circus is that?
Yeah, what circus she
The
at?
circus she go to, I think it got dragons there.
You're talking about the circus that no one's seen, Shin Yu. I always wanted to see that show. You ain't
I don't know shit right now.
Fantastic show.
I'm 5 and 1 just because I feel like these are fits that if I got cast in this, I could put them together
Anybody could
in
throw
a
it
few
on.
days.
Yeah.
So off looks, I'm with y'all, 1 and 5. But let's go into the questions. All right, number 1, what is your name and who would you say is the Beyonce of the group?
That's like the drama queen of the group.
Oh.
Well,
The
Beyonce's
most
a drama
talented.
queen. She's a queen.
Oh, okay.
No drama.
Don't disrespect the Beehive like that. And what we not gonna do.
My name is Alex, and I would say Santiago likes the limelight.
Without him, you guys wouldn't be nowhere.
We'd be a little bit lost.
5 was the only one who didn't have a reaction. Everybody else was like, I don't know about that. And 5 didn't move at all.
Wow.
As if like he didn't know. Okay, number 2, what is your name and who do you think is the Beyonce of the group?
Becca is my name, and me, obviously.
Oh!
Hello.
Okay, number 3.
Hey,
What is your name, sir?
Santiago.
There it is.
Santiago.
There it is.
Who's the Beyonce of the group, Santiago?
Oh, that's a tough question because, I mean, I'm surrounded by talent here.
It's him.
I'm going to go
Hi,
with
Sid.
Elijah.
Hi,
He does
Sid.
it all.
Hi.
He does it all. Sword swallowing, magic.
Why was that the first thing you mentioned, sword swallowing? Who is this for?
That is his brother.
Exit night.
Relax.
Elijah loves to swallow those
By the
swords
way, we're
all
gonna
day.
see all of that in the activity round.
Stop. Wait. Stop. What do you guys say that they juggle something more?
By the way, Halloween was yesterday. That's why we have this pumpkin here. We're festive.
Trick or treat.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, what you guys do for Halloween last night?
Well, Herb did his regular route.
You made an interesting comment about
I do.
Santiago, what was that?
He has an accent that I hear, and I haven't heard it from
Interesting.
the others. Do you have a different father and mother, perhaps?
I mean, no.
Okay, interesting.
Where are you guys all from?
Well, I was born in Tucson, Arizona.
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
Tucson.
That was a iffy little answer.
Wasn't that? What that was something. That just seemed a little disconnected.
He looked around for help.
Like, what are y'all gonna say?
Yes. So were y'all born in different places?
Yes.
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Oakland, California.
Well, so Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, our parents moved a lot.
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, that's part of the circus.
That makes sense. 'cause you're a
Family
a
circus.
traveling
I thought we might have cooked
You're
them, maybe
traveling
not.
circus.
And see how she pointed at number one? I think that they're definitely siblings.
Yeah. They also
Yeah.
kind of look alike. He gave her a little bump like sis. Yeah, I saw that. I believe everything.
But they all got the same mom and dad?
Y'all got all the same mom and dad?
Nah.
Allegedly.
Some of them.
I've been
yeah,
sick.
some of them.
Whatever they've been
I
told.
feel like this is your job to figure out, guys.
Can I take the honest question?
Becca, you got a lot to say.
The honest answer, Becca, you're actually correct.
Number 4, what is your name?
Oh, she's
a
a
mime.
Oh.
You don't get your check if you don't talk.
I feel like we heard her talk. Did we not hear?
No. Can y'all translate what number 4 said? What is her name?
Serendipity.
Serendipity.
I like that name. How did you get that from? Oh, because you serendipitous.
The finder of things that you weren't necessarily looking for, but are good.
What?
I did not know you had that voice.
Him adding to it, a stranger wouldn't have felt that comfortable.
Well, maybe he just knows what serendipity means.
Yeah. Both of our points could be correct for sure. Number 4. Who's your least favorite sibling?
Oh, wow. Oh, it got to be somebody.
Who's the diva of the group?
Alex.
Who works the hardest and doesn't get enough credit?
Oh,
Elijah.
She's nice. She is very
serendipity.
nice.
Who do you, just guessing, using your intuition, who do you think the diva of our group is?
I'm bald. I can't be a diva.
Get a close look. Get a close look. Get a close
Damn,
look.
I'm like so high and so
this is
invested in
so
this
interesting.
that
Wow,
I forgot that I was streaming for a second.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm not giving any commentary. I'm so invested in this stuff.
She real.
She knows.
That's crazy.
That was
Hi,
wild.
Flame.
Okay, number 5. What is
Hi,
your
Flame.
name? Who do you think is the least talented of the group?
Damn,
Okay, but I
so
don't
you
talk,
came in
so
as
I'm-
I was saying that. Damn. But hi, Flame.
Where's the cricket sound?
He said he don't talk and then immediately talk.
Sorry, it's my character. I don't talk. Sorry.
Well, what
That's
do
the
you do?
stranger. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you
I'm just kidding. Sam, and who's the diva of the group?
Who's the least talented?
least talented?
Oh, you've been lurking?
He is.
Oh, thank you for being here. And thank you for lurking.
Sam actually work at Geek Squad. They came in, get their computers fixed one
Thank you
day.
so much.
Number 1.
Oh, wow.
You want to
What
give
game
us
are
a
you
name
playing?
for number 1?
What's that?
What's his name?
Alex.
You
Everybody
said
give us
play
names.
this damn
He gave
game.
us a number.
Is it
Lock
giving
that
you
in.
like
Just locking that in.
frustration?
Number 6.
Oh,
Yes.
Liza
What is your
P?
name?
Oh,
My name is
GGs.
Elijah.
Oh.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oakland, California.
And who do you think is the most talented of the group?
Oh, I would say number 1.
See?
Elijah did that on purpose.
He a performer.
He did that on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
After hearing all
mean,
of them
I'm beating it
talk,
pretty
my
easily
question
so
would
far.
be for number
Okay, that's
6.
good. That's good.
Elijah.
So sassy.
Where do you fit?
Hey, that's Emmy winner, Dwayne.
You're right. My fault. My fault. My
Watch how
fault.
you
It's
talk.
an intimidation tactic.
Wait, is it on like normal
I'm a
difficulty?
negotiator.
And you ruined it.
Let him lock
You
in. Let
called
that
me
man
out.
cook.
I was trying to get inside their heads.
You lock in.
Elijah, where do you fit within the age of the siblings?
I'm
Oldest
the
to youngest.
second oldest.
I don't know who looks second oldest to.
Sam,
And for some reason, you're still the oldest.
where's your ranking? I like that question.
I am
I
second
have it
youngest.
on the hardest.
Serendipitous?
Damn.
Serendipity? Is it
I like
serendipity?
suffering little. That's real. That's real.
You're 4th.
No, she's
Third.
Third or 4th?
Fourth.
Fourth? Santiago?
I
the first.
never
You're the
choose hard.
Firstborn,
Damn. Becca?
What year were you born?
1969.
Whoa.
The year MLK was murdered.
That's right.
That's right. What a holiday. No relation.
Becca?
I am third.
You're third?
Yeah. Or third youngest.
Third
From
youngest?
that way.
Alex?
Baby of the family.
Wow.
Youngest.
How old are you?
30.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go down the line again. Alex, if you weren't in the family business, what would you be doing?
Selling.
I liked skateboarding as a kid, so
Okay.
I kind of played some Tony Hawk, and I thought it'd be a pro skater.
Oh, nice.
Skateboarding?
Yeah.
Okay. Becca, if you weren't in the family circus, what would you be doing?
Honestly, I'd probably be practicing law. Or some sort of management position.
Becca, would you consider yourself the leader of the group?
No, I am our manager,
Oh,
but I'm not the leader. No,
That makes sense.
we don't have a leader.
No, that was also a great family answer.
Yes, 100%.
Great family answer.
Santiago, same question. If you weren't in the family circus, what would you be doing?
I'd probably go back to crisis counseling. I studied psychology in school, and I feel like it's sometimes very similar, like when I'm on stilts and I'm walking around, just like being respectful to people, listening, and I get to do that still, you know.
Could you
and
imagine buying eat from somebody else?
I'm gonna throw it down to you, okay? You got a can?
can.
So, is there a group names?
Yeah, what do you guys go by?
We're the Clan Tinker.
The clan? Well, hold on.
He is not in the family. he said the clan. Wait, the what?
Number 5 said that.
Not in the family.
He looked like casting like,
What?
He said,
Who you got me with? What?
Number 5 said that, Aaron?
Yes.
The clan.
We found out these ain't the outfits.
And I'd also like to be very clear, it's clan with a C. It's a C.
Sam, let's be honest. We don't know that, and you don't know that.
It's okay.
Serendipity. If you weren't in the family circus, what would you be doing? 2 words. A movie.
What?
Wow. This is what you. Is that what you
Can
wanted
y'all
to do?
let me work?
How did you get movie?
Can you let me work?
I don't
Go
think
ahead.
it's charades. Right. I think she's spelling out
Do you
words.
speak ASL?
You speak dumb as hell. Let this lady go.
Another clever one. No.
I was getting it till y'all stopped me. Now my brain's all f***ed up. Okay, go ahead.
He's trying to watch the nostril flares.
Oh.
That's how he communicates.
Not funny. It's like a B+
She
show.
said vet.
You be a vet? See, I figured it out.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. They be doubting me all the time. I'm really Timothy for real.
If you had to guess, what animal would you say he looked like?
You're funny as
Based on that laugh. You can use that laugh as a reference point.
Meerkat.
Well, she knew I was.
You see, naughty state when you say
She said lion. She said
And you see,
lion.
I was like,
She said lion.
why you said lion?
Fierce. No, she said. Oh, she thought a cheetah.
Oh, a cheese.
A beaver.
Oh,
A kangaroo.
A beaver. Serendipity. Oh, a groundhog. Oh, a groundhog. A mouse. A mouse. A mouse. Serendipity. It's a mouse. A mouse. A mouse. She's a mouse. Okay, real serendipitous. It was a mouse.
She was running away. That was good. And she did the cheese.
She was scurrying.
She did the cheese. She was
That's
no
what I
mouse.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a mouse.
She said you was a rat ass. You see
No.
You see the road that took us down? Wasn't it fun?
The rodent.
Sam, if you weren't in this family circus, what would you be doing?
Probably teacher. I'd rather teach music probably.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What do you play?
I played hand drums, percussion, all kinds of different ones, like Egyptian and Arabic drums, called like darbuka.
Nice.
And how
Don't you
long
do
did
a lot of hand drums?
I do actually.
You just a lot of hand.
World percussion.
That's awesome.
You gotta say it
Y'all are
louder.
wildin'.
You
Y'all
got
are wildin'. How long?
Hey, lock in.
Now we gotta lock in.
Lock in.
What's the craziest thing you've seen Santiago do?
Santiago, dude.
At the circus or at home?
Give me both, in the house and at the circus. Because Santiago seems like
Alex got stories. You gotta go to him next.
I mean, honestly, seeing him like go down, like get through doorways of all kinds of different doorways and into like tents and
Not
like
what
things.
you could see.
I've seen him like go like way down low, almost limbo down under stuff, and that's always insane to me.
They're
Like,
in
that's
a
crazy.
traveling circus.
And
the craziest thing he's seen him do is go through doors.
Do just what everybody else has seen him do.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I mean, you said two different ones. So show-wise, it's that, and then the other one would be, oh God, I mean,
Nigga start speaking a different language. Okay,
Circus.
I'm just scared because I can see all the props y'all got for this crazy activity round. Oh my God, bro! So the fact that him going through doors is the craziest thing in the show, I'm just having a hard time believing that.
You want to know what I think, Kev? I think that number 5, Sam, I think he started to make those sounds early so that we would go, oh, clearly he's in the circus. He knows how to make those really cool sounds to throw us off.
He emailed Catherine and was like, I think I can.
I know how to make sounds, which is really interesting.
Or we could be completely off.
I know, because if we are off, we are roasting this man. He's gonna blow fire on all of us. He's gonna be like, from the clan. No!
But we're gonna see.
That's like Kev this morning.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
That was crazy.
What did he say?
That was crazy.
He said it was like you this morning. I think he's referencing your bad breath.
Hey, can we get some of that Noro gum?
No, I got some right here.
Elijah,
yes.
if you weren't in the family circus, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be, well, I already am, but I'd be probably into professionally trying to be a painter and illustrator for children's books.
Oh,
see, again,
that's beautiful.
Specific, man. That is
beautiful.
amazing. Why is that?
Because I've always had a talent for drawing and painting, and I've developed it over the years, but it's mostly kind of on the side with the business.
Alex, can you tell us the name of one of his books that he's been working on?
Yeah, The Kindred Spirits.
I think that the fact that he knew that right away is really telling.
And I want to ask you this, Alex. What is the craziest story you have from anybody here?
Well, it's gonna go back to Santiago.
I knew it.
But
I knew it. The way he nodded his head earlier.
It's kind of gross. It's not really crazy, but it's just something that stuck with me. I clogged the toilet once. And Santiago wanted to be far away from it, and he actually plunged the toilet with a plunger attached to a stick.
Oh,
wow. It was when we were kids, but
I was about to say.
yeah, it's just it's something that stuck with me. For me, it was just ridiculous.
Who initiated the like, hey, let's team up and do this thing together?
So it wasn't your parents that led you guys to do
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Number 5.
He's repeating everything they say.
Bro,
He did it to her too. She said something, he repeated it. Bro, I swear to God, bro.
I don't know.
I swear to God.
I don't know
It
if y'all
could be
noticed, but
5.
when we asked like who started it, they all pointed, and he was like,
Number 5, where is Santiago from?
He's from.
It was the first thing he said.
I remember it.
I remember it. And Herm, you made a song about it.
I remember it.
It was Tucson, Arizona.
There you go. Good job. Good job. He got it.
What's good,
You
Loud?
have more?
No, I just feel like he just cooked himself.
He cooked himself.
Bro, he been cooking himself. This is a pot roast.
No, but I wanted to believe
That was
him.
good. I like that one.
Sam? Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear what story you got.
A story. Let's see. So,
This one time I went on the Kevin Lang show.
Story. Well, here, actually,
What?
can I tell a story and do something real quick?
You can absolutely.
I know what he's about to do.
So, a story that I have is.
No, he's not. No.
You about to plug up the camera?
Oh!
Oh my goodness. Oh no, don't do that.
Wait, no, they do that at the doctors. I've seen it in movies. They put it in your nose how you breathe the oxygen.
Wow.
You mind if I drink a little bit of that?
Oh no.
No, you're not.
Oh, Herm.
No, you're not.
Okay.
There's
Why
nothing
you
in
gonna
there.
give him errands? Oh no. Oh no.
He drinking it. He drinking it.
Wait, you can help me. Wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
Why? I just asked for a story. Why did he do that?
Oh no.
What did you do right there?
No, I don't want to pull it out.
Just hold it.
Okay, I'll pull it. You want to know what I just saw? This is what I just saw.
The devil.
I ain't got a story, so here's a distraction. 100%. I'm so. You think you safe from the story?
All right, you want a story? Okay, so I have a
You still want a story?
And I
I
was
used to wear a
doing
bear
something.
costume for most of my young life. I wore a bear costume and I would like drum and have a bear costume on. I would
That
do
was
middle of summer
disgusting.
downtown Albuquerque, like over 100-degree heat, and I'd be wearing a bear costume.
Arson.
And we had to get to another gig. I came back to the car and I
There goes
grabbed
my
a water bottle that was in the car and
Hi,
started chugging it,
Arson.
not realizing that
Hi.
one of them put fire breathing
Hi, I
fluid.
hope you're doing
so
good. Thank
like
you for
and it was
dropping
it was
in.
like
Hi.
fire breathing fluid inside a water bottle without it marked, and I chugged the entire bottle, and then we had to go and I had to do the show. So I had to put it back on the bear costume and go do another 2 hours.
No way.
And yeah.
While watching your siblings, while you were telling that story, there was no sense of familiarity on their face.
Yes, even-
Every other story, the siblings were like, yeah, I remember that. That's
Yes,
crazy. Everybody was looking at him as if that was the first time they ever heard it.
Yes. That being said, let's move on to the activity. I don't even know what the activity is. It just says family circus performance. So please
Passing
sit
the vibe
back,
check
grab some
every
popcorn,
time.
indulge with us as we
No,
try and
that's
figure this
just
out.
what
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to
pops
you
my head every
Clan
time you
Tinker.
say that. I just gotta sing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will see heart-stopping danger.
Crazy juggling.
Hilarious hijinks.
Thrilling stunts.
Toe-tapping tunes.
Amazing. Transformations, alliterations, and much, much more.
Did he just fall?
The Clan Tinker!
Yay! They're like Benny's hands.
And we shall begin with a dazzling juggling device known as the Diabolical Diablo!
He don't know what the f he doing over here. Look at
Bro,
this.
he knows how to do that.
Well, now I don't know anymore.
Herm, there's no way he's just doing that.
No, there's no
There's no way he's
way.
just doing
It
that.
made me change my whole. You know. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Aaron, he's a part of the show.
He is.
The Diabolical Diablo!
That was so good.
And now Alex,
Yeah, W chemistry.
with his can-do attitude.
Okay.
Hey!
Yeah, wow. Oh, you like Chris Brown.
I can take it down.
Bruh. They're joking too much. Oh.
Yeah!
He really like Chris Brown for real. Oh, look at that neck muscle.
Herm, let me see your hand.
Why did he make it weird?
Oh, Benny the Hatman. Hey!
Next for your entertainment, we bring to you an act that is so terrifying. The faint of heart among you might wish to look away with this mighty sword.
He finna do it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Go pull the sword out.
And now the lovely an enchanting serendipity
Bro.
as she presents to you her dance of fire.
I'm so lost.
Fire! Oh! Let's go!
Whoa!
Why are you getting so excited over fire?
Serendipity, 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 yeah, serendipity. Hey, serendipity, 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 serendipity.
Oh!
It's like marshmallows.
Serendipity!
That was great!
Wow.
That was so the fact that the one she blew out was
Today,
exciting.
hi.
That was showmanship right there. This is
And now it is time for the grand finale.
I'm sorry your kid's doing that.
I'm seeing this on the internet.
No, it was
And
no,
for
hey,
the-
I don't get an Emmy for this.
My volume
I
is
swear
so
to God.
loud. I don't know if it's
Watch
loud.
now as Alex ascends the
How
very
am I?
tall bar.
You know, I am a bit high.
He is a
But I feel like I was high the
Turn
last
your
time we were
attention
here
to
too, so that's
Elijah
kind of not a
as
good
he
look for me.
ascends
But I don't
the
get high in all
very
my
tall
streams. It's just,
unicycle.
you know, after those times to days where it's just like you be working and you just need to just like relax
Please
when you
turn
get
your
home.
attention to Becca as she ascends the very tall stool.
okay, Becca.
Don't you got the same one at the house?
You can do it, Becca! You can
Look
do
at
it,
them.
Becca!
It was high.
Are we ready?
Ready!
Is the audience ready?
Yeah, I was high.
Please
Last time
help
we were
us
here, but
by
like,
clapping along with
I don't get high every time I
drum.
stream. I just want to make that clear. You know.
Thank you.
Hopefully next time you're here, I will be sober so I can show that I don't get high every time I stream. I hope we're having an excellent night or evening. Well, it's almost midnight. I hope it's almost midnight. Yeah. I hope we're having an excellent night.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We have one more act.
No, I'm ready for my audition.
And now,
I was running late. One more clan member. Get off me, Cam.
I'm helping you.
This is my
And I
audition.
really liked your the Max costume.
From Wisconsin.
Sorry. I don't know why I thought. I don't know why I asked if you were Mickey Mouse. That was crazy.
1, 2, and then 3. Why would you do that?
Wait,
I was gonna return it.
We need a volunteer.
So what we need you to do is just to stand right here. And then what Alex and I are going to do is we are going to juggle around you with these clubs.
Okay.
How's it feel?
Oh, wow.
Why are you really good at
Damn, Dwayne.
Okay, hit it up.
We're done. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's hilarious.
Wow.
You so good at
You
that.
might be the first black man to twerk
I'm a
still.
hero.
Absolutely. Put your nose in. There you go.
Hold your breath.
Where's your
Wait, stop. Wait, stop.
I didn't move.
No, wait a minute. Is this going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, I think all the people on YouTube want to see something a little more extreme, right?
Yeah, dangerous. Stop him.
What do you guys say that they juggle something more?
What the hell?
Same thing as before, except it's even more important that you don't move forwards or backwards.
Break the blade.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yo.
You're good.
Oh
You're
my
good.
God, bro, what the
I mean, if you would have, I mean, I thought you left, but I wasn't gonna jump over. So. You're good.
All right, Aaron, come on, let's try it.
Thank you for lurking.
Can we use those swords?
Well, if you're lurking or if you're just here for a bit and then leaving and then
Just remember,
I'm not
Thank
doing
you
this,
for
Diddy.
being here and saying hi.
I know.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. No,
I
don't
can't
do
even
that.
to you. What? These are real.
Let me see.
Pillows.
I thought these were fake.
And you know, it's going all right. It's going all right. I worked and then I came here and then I just started streaming.
I thought they were fake dogs. Can we take a moment to just like? Thank you.
That was impressive.
Absolutely
Great job,
incredible,
bro. That
guys.
was so fun.
Perm bucks for everybody.
That was
Yes.
so, I know you're a pro. I know you're a pro. That was super fun.
Awkward hug. Awkward hug. Awkward hug.
What's for dinner?
Elena, can you throw me that pumpkin back? No, right there. You can toss it.
I kinda technically.
And that was the guy that just threw a knife over your face.
I didn't eat since actually hold on, I need to think. Technically I didn't eat like damn, I just realized I'm just eating cookies. I guess cookies are for dinner. Cause wait, what time was my lunch break? It was like 4:30. Okay. And then don't ask me what I ate for lunch because my lunch wasn't great either. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, 4:30, it is now midnight. You're reminding me I gotta eat. I mean, it's midnight, so it's GG's. I'm just eating these cookies, man. Bro, I can't believe, bro, it's like I took a bite of these cookies and it just tasted so weird. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Then it's like on the thing, it says mystery flavor frosting. And I'm just like, that makes so much sense because why does like the frosting taste like fruity or some shit? It's nasty. Yet I'm eating it. I gotta eat. Yeah, I need to. Fuck, it's midnight for me. It's too late. I don't want to fuck up my eat. Well, thinking about it, I didn't really eat much today because I didn't eat breakfast. And then, wow. Yeah, I don't want to talk about what I ate today anymore. Well, today, what are you gonna have for dinner? You know, what's on the menu for you? Hopefully better than what I'm eating.
If we were a family, who here would not be part of the family?
Fellow in the orange hat, maybe?
Dang.
You know, I'm the only one that can juggle here.
You didn't prove it. That was your chance to prove it.
I can't do pins.
I got balls right there.
Give me balls.
Alex, that was fun.
I can't juggle for shit.
That took me out. All right, let me recap. We've been roasting Sam the whole time, thinking he is the stranger.
And he killed it.
100%.
However, in the activity, him and Becca had a combined
Incredible
thing.
that you could have never just picked up when you got there.
That was
Right.
also
Amazing.
But I will say he also didn't have a grand finale. Everybody else had like.
But he played multiple roles. At
And
one
he
point,
played the drums.
He played the drums, and at a different point, he was teamed up with somebody else. Also,
He did a lot.
how would you memorize all those steps? He
was
felt really in
intricate to the
sync.
show.
He felt really in sync
Yeah,
with
he was
everybody.
intricate.
so maybe not family member, but definitely part of a different circus.
But no, that was a
One,
routine.
how could those two have known how to do that insequentially? together.
Bam.
That's really good
Boom, bop,
word.
bam.
Well, can I just say, can I be the,
That's a really
you
good
know,
word.
the bearer of bad news?
I know what you're
I'm
gonna say.
not so convinced about our sweet, sweet serendipity.
That's what I was gonna say. Those are the two people. Those are the two ones. But I will say that last
I really
moment
don't fucking
with
know
the drum,
anymore.
the drum stopped. Serendipity stopped, and that moment just felt like it had happened before. When she blew out that last flame, that was the moment that I realized that I think that she actually might be a part of the song.
Wait, so you saying she did this?
No.
Damn,
You
5
guys
was
know the
my
moment I'm
only
talking
guess.
about? Where the drum stopped and then she held it like she knew it was coming.
Oh yes, the timing.
And then
Bro,
she went,
that's
her
just
timing
knowing
was
rhythm.
perfect.
Hey, but check this out.
That was
rehearsed.
showmanship.
It was
that had-
rehearsed.
Did you ever think it could be in the name? Like, wouldn't it be serendipitous that she would be so good at this, but not the family member?
Oh, whoa.
But also
It
how
could
did
be
She's
more.
spiritually aligned.
I don't know anymore.
Let me just say this. I think Elijah is a good juggler.
Clearly.
Great
And,
juggler.
and he's a
amazing.
sword swallower.
Clearly.
Very
And those are
true.
things you can
It
kind of
could
work
be
through
him
with
too.
people.
Fuck.
So he could have worked that in with them.
You think everybody just out there swallowing swords?
No, but my point is he's his own act.
No, okay, so they threw knives past your
Yeah.
big nose.
Oh wow, that's
Why are
crazy.
you saying anybody could just learn how to do that?
Didn't
That's
need
a
that detail.
lot of stuff to just navigate. You think he could just figure that out on the spot?
It's not about figuring out on the
Computer said
spot.
my
He has
face.
done it before. There was a trust there between jugglers.
Yeah.
When I was up there, not that I was scared,
Oh my God, bro! Stop moving!
but I didn't notice it was him. So you saying that now, I agree. I don't think they would have the stranger throw real knives
Unless they already know him.
across my
No
face.
way.
I think it was meant to be
bro,
with-
not Kevin Lang's life, KO.
Just going to state the
Bro,
obviously.
but if
number
that's the
4
case
is
and they're actually
not just
strangers,
like everybody else.
that's gonna
this
be
is an
so
Asian
funny.
outfit. Everybody else has on. I feel like these are more
Kinda like a
Celtic outfits that they have on.
It could
Right.
be Indian as well.
Right. It's very.
It's very worldly. I can go off of the fit because we're also saying that number 5 now might be in the family and he's dressed like the B movie went to Broadway. So we gotta be careful.
I'm gonna say
It's
4
so
or
insane
6.
to say
I don't
that
fucking know.
Santiago might
4 or
not be a
6.
part
No,
of
he
That's
killed
insane.
that.
No, that's insane.
I
Let me
didn't
tell you
do
something.
nothing.
If
Watch me be
Santiago is not the
way
person,
off.
I would lose faith in humanity.
Let me tell you something. The way
I'm not
Alex
saying
told
he's
that
not
story.
involved in the thing. I'm just saying maybe not their family.
I'm just saying Santiago has the
3 or
most
5?
ethnic name. And I said, why would the parents
Who?
name him
Pizza
so
from
ethnically
where?
than the rest of them?
I'm just
Or
saying.
did you
I
make
don't
it?
know, just
That actually,
skate
can I be honest?
past
That's a
him.
really
That's a
good
really
point.
good point.
Maybe not just skate past him. He might be
Yeah,
in
pizza
some
does
circuits, just
sound
maybe
good.
not theirs.
Well, he led the group.
But he
Bro,
didn't.
he's
He just
on
What about
played,
the Polo
though.
story?
All
You
he
think
did was
Alex made that
play.
up?
It could have been about any of his siblings. He's the
Prejudged?
youngest. It could have been about
Oh,
any
Little
of them.
Caesars.
You know why I'm mad? I think y'all might be cooking here.
You might be on to
He
something.
might just be in a
Alex,
circuit. Just not
Little
all he-
Caesars-
Think about what he did.
Also, I was watching Sam,
It's
and he was like
decent.
looking to other people
It's
for
decent.
cues,
Yeah.
and everybody else was just kind of like
Like,
sitting in it.
I mean-
so I feel like he practiced and did very well.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I actually saw that more with Elijah.
It's not Pizza
You
Hut.
asked
So
him about a story and
you
you
know?
shoved a cord down his nose. If we
'Cause I
think
don't fuck
about
with
just
Pizza
the
Hut, but-
questions, maybe he studied the activity
This is-
99%
it's
and the family 1%.
It wouldn't be my
That's why he's so
primary
good at the
choice,
activity,
but it
knew
would be
nothing
like
about the family.
It would
Members of the
be
family,
in-
are you guys on YouTube?
in
Do you have
thought
your shows on
of
like?
thinking of
We
where
do,
to get pizza
yes.
from.
There's such a
Yeah, we have YouTube, Instagram.
See, he
Facebook.
always don't be nodding with everybody.
Look at Elijah.
Oh, I love Domino's.
Number 5. What's the name of the channel?
Yeah, because I really,
Undoubtedly think it's Sam.
I
but I
undoubtedly think it's
do
almost time for lunch.
I do like Papa
And
John's.
based on all the arguments we've
I
had today,
fear.
I think it's Sam. I don't.
I enjoy it.
What's he gonna do now? And every time we say it's him, he busts out some shit, man.
Here's the lunch. Pass that on.
And he knew it was in the
Time is
box.
quick. Yeah, he was like,
He knew it was in the box.
That's a good point. How would he know that's in the box?
He knew it was in the
knows you love Buffalo.
Not the clan member giving you chicken.
That just feel racist. Now I know the clan is with a K. Now I know it's with a K.
He's like, you guys want to watch Martin? Box set.
Okay, now I don't know. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. Who wants to vote
Sam,
first?
you are
I'll go.
hilarious.
Well, here,
Can we
you
start
guys,
with
you
Aaron?
guys go.
No,
No,
Aaron,
Aaron,
I
you
want to
go.
hear what you got to say.
Elijah.
Yes.
That's your vote?
That's my vote.
Oh, why? Why?
Sweet, sweet man.
I know what I saw. I saw what I know.
He threw knives.
I don't care, but I'm telling you, as someone that learned to juggle, again, I cannot do pins. I've never done knives. So maybe there's a different safety protocol. What I'm saying is that when it comes to juggling, if you are teaming up with someone that you know is a equally like decent juggler, that is a skill that you can pass on right there in the moment. The only thing Elijah did that was collaborative was the juggling.
Which role did Sam do that you think no one else could do? Like based on the same, like he
Bro,
did
is
things
it
that he
bad
could do with
that
someone
I'm-
else.
Only him and
Shut up, now
Serendipity
I'm
did the
tempted
music.
to
They
order
switched
pizza.
roles, and then at the end, it was him playing the music. Then it was Serendipity playing the
But
music.
they could be moving to the music. He's
Is anything
setting
even
it.
open?
They don't like he could do a beat and then they just have to do it to the beat. I'm only thinking about this as a dancer and how I can join an
Hey,
ensemble.
Loud.
And they just told me like do this, do this, do this, and I can look seamless. So I feel like that's what happened. There's an ensemble. He came in and they said these are the things that you can do, and here's how you can do it to match with us.
You really gonna flex on me like that?
Absolutely.
All right, with that, one vote for Sam.
You came here for jokes, and I came here to win.
Hard cut to him being wrong.
I know. I'm like, it's just back up. We're like, oh, really? Damn.
All right, Danny Herm, who wants to go next?
I'm so caught in between Sam and also Serendipity. But I am going to go Sam, man. I don't know. Sam is good at everything he did, bro. I feel like you are part of a circus, just not this family circus.
Danny.
Wow. I'm going to be the outlier, man. I'm gonna vote Santiago.
Oh my God, bro.
I think that y'all are really sleeping on how difficult it is to hop in and do routines with very difficult tasks with people you've never
Okay,
worked
I
with
ordered
before.
it.
He
Now I can
could
stop
just
eating
be
these.
on stilts, and that's just his own solo thing.
Can I just say?
Go ahead, Kev.
It's serendipity. I'm looking through the activity, and everybody did something with someone else at some
Yes,
point.
they collaborate.
Except Serendipity and Santiago. They all, even when they were juggling, there
What
was
am I
4 of them.
getting?
She didn't have a thing with some. All her things were solo.
And they threw her straight on the drums.
Yeah, so
The
like
drums, you could just have rhythm and know how
yeah,
to play.
and the fire she put on the head thing.
And of course, if you're doing sign language,
Just
they could just make up
pepperoni.
the story for her.
Because it was the cheapest one.
I'm going with you. I'm going with you. I'm switching. I agree.
That's my vote.
I agree.
Oh, y'all switching?
I'm going
Yeah, I'm
Serendipity.
switching.
Oh, damn.
Well, then I'm
But
keeping
I
that
did
Elijah.
get Papa John's.
3
so I'm not
Serendipity,
gonna
1
lie.
Sam, 1 Elijah.
I don't know, man.
He came here
Sam
to
did
win.
not know the channel.
That's what
I
my.
think
That's the
he's
pizza
with us, bro.
place. My,
He
my,
brought us
my,
chicken.
My mouth
This
was
ain't
craving.
with us. This is rice.
Bro, I miss some roses.
Elijah's
miss
instinct
it.
was to pick that up almost like, oh, it's okay, and then grabbed it.
Yes.
Why can't they
Stranger would not do
expand?
that.
Well,
Potentially
why can't they expand out of?
Come on,
fire,
Serendipity.
bro?
Come to our side.
Come on.
That was one of the top things I was gonna miss before moving. I was gonna miss
We
that
voted number
skyline,
4, Serendipity,
Kings
as the
Island,
stranger. Will the real stranger
the
please
animal
reveal
shelter.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's about it.
Oh, these are the family. This is the family.
It's the family.
Wait.
Are you dead ass?
Oh, you love me.
I knew I was gonna be
Y'all
way
remember
off.
when I said something about him I didn't like?
You didn't say
You did say that. At the beginning, I said something about him I don't like.
No, what did he do?
Feeling edible.
He did that
Did I
half the
enter
first
it?
round.
Shifting
Did
questions.
you get another edible? I didn't eat another edible.
He did that red
I
ball
took
He
a
did the
pen.
juggling with us too.
He did
Yeah.
the ball.
Stay out of this, Elijah.
I wasn't paying attention to that guy at all.
amazing,
Neither did I. I kind of just
killed it.
like
Wait, so
forgot
you do
he
all that for
existed.
fun?
I'm a circus performer. I just don't perform with them. I just met him this morning
What? This morning?
in a
Yes.
parking lot for like 30
A
minutes.
half hour before he came in here.
Yeah.
Sam, we are
the
sorry.
hell?
Oh wow.
We went in, Sam.
I am. I'm shady as hell. I would not trust me.
Wow.
Serendipity, we're so sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so y'all just travel as a family and do circus around the country.
We do, yeah. Around Renaissance festivals,
That
we're at the
is
pleasure
beautiful.
fair, you know.
My first thing is, thank you for coming on, sharing your talents, sharing your story.
Thank
That
you for
was
having us.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Y'all are
Good
amazing,
job, guys.
man. Guys, y'all be on it. Getting work.
Thank you.
Good job.
Brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel.
Merry Christmas, Denzel. All right.
Okay, and then Kyle, you sent another video. You sent this. How the most infamous serial killers got. Ooh.
How the most infamous serial killers were caught. The date is April 16th.
But these have been W videos so far.
You are Sergeant Bob Hayward, a Utah Highway Patrol officer doing
Let me go
his
figure
nightly
out a
patrol.
quick
You're
snack.
driving up and down suburban roads, thinking
W
about this
minimal
crazy shark
pauses.
movie that just came out called Jaws.
You know?
When all of a sudden you notice something.
Bro, when I get
you see
high,
a tan
it's like I'm just
1968
focused
Volkswagen Beetle
on
parked
one
outside of a
certain
house
thing.
at 3 a.m. Reasonably, this looks suspicious to you, so you take a closer look. However, as you approach the vehicle, they speed off. You pursue this vehicle, and fortunately,
If you need
you're
more,
able to
let
pull
me
it over.
know. I
This
got
person
more
was
variety.
obviously up to no good, and you don't know what you're walking up to. You exit your cruiser and walk
I would
towards the
like
vehicle with your
more,
gun
'cause
drawn.
I just
Deep
want this
down,
to
you're
be a
terrified.
reaction
You just hope that the
stream,
other person
and
is
then,
more
like,
terrified than you are. You command the
anyone
driver to
can,
get out
like,
of the Beetle,
send
and they comply.
anything.
They apologize and say that they were just up late watching a movie in the drive-in theater. However, the movie the suspect claimed they had seen at the drive-in
just don't wanna get
wasn't
banned,
playing
though.
at the drive-in, and you knew that, which made you suspicious enough to check their vehicle. A decision that likely has a significant impact on the course of history. During the search of your vehicle, you find a lot of things, and it seems that they only get more and more grim. You find gloves, pantyhose, ripped sheets, rope, a flashlight, a ski mask,
not gonna
an
get
ice
you
pick,
banned.
trash bags.
No,
and
no, no. I mean, I wasn't
things
talking
that
about you
normal people
specifically. I'm
don't
just
keep in
saying,
your
like,
vehicle.
how, like,
Although possessing
anyone
these
can
items
send
and
a
keeping them
link
in your
and
car
then
is suspicious. It's not
for
a
me
crime.
to react
However,
to.
fortunately, you were able to still
But,
bring the
like,
suspect in for evading an officer.
what if, like,
you collect information
anyone,
about your
you know,
suspect, and
sends,
you
like,
realize
a
that his
clip
name
that
is
will, like,
Ted Bundy,
get
a
me
name that you
banned?
will soon never forget. Ted wasn't in jail long, as he was freed on bond, but your findings in his vehicle were enough to get you talking, specifically to your fellow officers. You speak to detectives at your station about this encounter, and they too find the description of this
Let the
Volkswagen
mods
Beetle
check
and the
them
name Bundy
first if
oddly
they're
familiar.
not
It's at this
trusted.
point when the detectives in Utah contact investigators in Washington, where they learn that this weird Bundy guy was on their very short list of murder suspects in a series of murders. Coincidentally, however, the murders that took place in Washington stopped as soon as Bundy left and relocated from Washington to Utah. And coincidentally as well, disappearances then started to begin in Utah. If alarm bells weren't already ringing, they were now off the chain.
Bro, deadass, I was not paying attention to one thing he was saying, but oh, I'm gone. Because I was so focused on reading the chat that I forgot the video was there. oh. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh shit. Okay, let me pull up the
How humans
Biggest idiots in war.
Ah! Okay. Let me oh. W video. Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, I got so focused. Wait. Wait, hold on. Let me take like 2 more thingies, okay? I'ma just leave you with silence. Give me like 30 seconds. Damn, I'm about to die. Just kidding. I don't see my keys over here. Okay, back to this.
If you're watching this video, I'm assuming it's no spoiler that Ted Bundy is one of the most notorious serial killers of all time.
No. The very beginning. I'm fucked.
How the most infamous serial killers were caught. The date is April 16th, 1975. You are Sergeant Bob Hayward, a Utah Highway Patrol officer doing his nightly patrol. You're driving up and down suburban roads thinking about this crazy shark movie that just came out called Jaws. When all of a sudden, you notice something peculiar. You see a tan 1968 Volkswagen Beetle parked outside of a house at 3 a.m. Reasonably, this looks suspicious to you, so you take a closer look. However, as you approach the vehicle, they speed off. You pursue this vehicle, and fortunately, you're able to pull it over. This person was obviously up to no good, and you don't know what you're walking up to. You exit your cruiser and walk towards the vehicle with your gun drawn. Deep down, you're terrified, and you just hope that the other person is more terrified than you are. You command the driver to get out of the Beetle, and they comply. They apologize and say that they were just up late watching a movie in the drive-in theater. However, the movie the suspect claimed they had seen at the drive-in wasn't playing at the drive-in, and you knew that, which made you suspicious enough to check their vehicle. A decision that likely has a significant impact on the course of history. During the search of your vehicle, you find a lot of things, and it seems that they only get more and more grim. You find gloves, pantyhose, ripped sheets, rope, a flashlight, a ski mask, an ice pick, trash bags, and handcuffs. Things that normal people don't keep in their vehicle. Although possessing these items and keeping them in your car is suspicious, it's not a crime. However, fortunately, you were able to still bring this suspect in for evading an officer. You collect information about your suspect and you realize that his name is Ted Bundy, a name that you will soon never forget. Ted wasn't in jail long as he was freed on bond, but your findings in his vehicle were enough to get you talking, specifically to your fellow officers. You speak to detectives at your station about this encounter, and they too find the description of this Volkswagen Beetle and the name Bundy oddly familiar. It's at this point when the detectives in Utah contact investigators in Washington, where they learn that this weird Bundy guy was on their very short list of murder suspects in a series of murders. Coincidentally, however, the murders that took place in Washington stopped as soon as Bundy left and relocated from Washington to Utah. And coincidentally as well, disappearances then started to begin in Utah. If alarm bells weren't already ringing, they were now off the chain.
I think I watched the
this video, I'm
Netflix
assuming it's no spoiler that
documentary
Ted
on
Bundy
this.
is one of the most notorious serial killers of all time.
I mean,
His
I don't know if it was by
unbelievably depraved
Netflix, but it
actions
was
are the reason we
documentary.
still talk about him to this day
On
as a
Netflix.
cautionary tale. Let me quickly
Hi,
summarize
Bree.
his methods. Ted Bundy was a wolf in sheep's clothing, always hidden in plain sight.
Hi,
Although
Bree.
he was
Hi,
an
hi, hi,
active
Bree.
serial killer,
Hi.
he was working within the justice system and was even present on his own crime scenes. Not only that, but he had an unassuming character. He was considered handsome, looked and acted normal, and was considered charming by some. And he more so fit the description of a model citizen than a serial killer, which is one of the biggest reasons why he was able to go on for so long without being caught. It's actually quite upsetting to know how many pretty obvious clues were ignored by the police simply because they just didn't assume Ted was the type of guy to do that, which is obviously why you should never judge a book by its cover. Ted Bundy was a very methodical killer. With a system that he had down to a science, Ted preyed on primarily young white women. He would typically lurk around colleges and universities where he could easily find his next victim. But he usually wasn't hiding in the shadows. He was directly in your face and would approach women, typically in an arm sling or crutches to appear helpless and to gain sympathy points from the woman, and he would ask random women if they would be able to help him either put books in his car or something along those lines. Basically any lie to get the women to believe that they're helping a helpless, kind gentleman do something in or around his car. And if these kind women did make it to his vehicle, chances were it was basically done for them. At this point, Ted would bludgeon these women, typically to the point of unconsciousness or even death, and then do a multitude of things, typically engaging in on top of mutilating the body in ways that I can't even begin to explain, such as cutting off the victim's head and keeping it as a trophy and taking pictures with his victims as a sort of twisted, happy memory. And then once he felt he was done, he would dump the body somewhere, typically in multiple pieces. But even then, in some instances, he wasn't done, as there is cases where he would go back to visit these bodies he had dumped multiple times. Ted Bundy was extremely twisted, but fortunately, this video is focused on justice. And in this case, justice was served, albeit much later than it should have been. The string of murders committed by Ted Bundy had been going on for years at this point. But on November 8th, 1974, 1 year before his run-in with the police at the beginning of this segment, Bundy kidnapped a woman that would soon become his downfall. He picked up this 18-year-old woman from the Fashion Place Mall outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. And of course, he had devious intentions. But unlike many before her, she was able to escape, saving her life. Over 1 year later, on October 2nd in 1975, only 2 months after the run-in with the police, this same woman picked Bundy out of a lineup in the police station, confirming that this man was the man who kidnapped her 1 year prior. And this one positive ID in this one police lineup was able to bring this entire thing to justice. As 1 year later, on March 1st, 1976, Bundy was found guilty for kidnapping and sentenced up to 15 years. Obviously, Bundy did much worse than kidnapping, but this was a start. And for him, he saw this as the beginning of the end. But if you think this is the conclusion of how Ted Bundy got caught, you're definitely mistaken, because this is only the first of many times this man was caught. In 1977, another year later, Bundy was extradited to Colorado for the murder of one of his victims, which was progress in terms of justice. But during this time, he escaped from a second-story window when he was left alone for only a few moments. He spent 6 days living in the wild outside of the prison in Aspen and was then found and taken back into custody. However, only a few months later, he escaped from his jail cell in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. And things took a dark turn once again. Bundy wasn't living in the woods for 6 days. He was on the run for months, and during this time, he would attack 5 people and kill 3 of them. And by people, I mean young, innocent women. On February 15th, 1978, another officer spotted a stolen vehicle around 1:30 a.m. in Pensacola, Florida, and decided to pursue this vehicle. Once again, Bundy was taken into custody, and this officer didn't even know the level of monster that he had in the back of his cruiser. When Bundy was brought to the police station, he refused to say his name for over 2 days. A detective was able to get him to confess that his name was Theodore Chapman Bundy, but for some reason the detective didn't connect the dots and realize that this was Ted Bundy, the serial killer that was currently on the loose. Fortunately, this mistake wasn't extremely consequential, as they did shortly after connect the dots. And on July 24th, 1979, Ted Bundy was convicted on 2 counts of murder. Although while he was in custody, he admitted to over 30 murders, and there is suspected to be even more, although those are not confirmed.
Damn.
On January 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed at Florida State Prison at the age of 42. So now, if somebody asks you, how did Ted Bundy get caught? Not only do you know the answer, but now you know to ask, well, which time? The time he was first brought into custody for acting suspicious, the time that he ran away from the courthouse and was in the trees for 6 days and then was caught and brought back, the time that he broke out of prison with a hacksaw and was on another killing rampage for 2 months before being brought back. There's a few times he was caught. But in all seriousness, my description of this case only scratches the surface, and even the process of how he was caught and his court chronicles, where he not only represented himself but also proposed to his girlfriend at the time in court. There's a lot of lore to this story, and if you want to learn more about it, I actually have a video that goes specifically in depth on these serial killers, which I'll put at the end of the video. Bundy was executed via the electric chair with crowds watching as he perished, and his final words were a message of love for his family and friends, if he even had any left. The year is 1978. You're a police officer in Ohio. It's Friday night and you just started your shift. Due to a new safe driving initiative, you're tasked with field sobriety tests. And so far, your night is uneventful. A car drives up to your cruiser and stops. You look inside the vehicle and it's a young man. An awkward-looking one.
Is this Jeffrey Dahmer?
He and the car both seem normal, but you get an odd vibe. You ask him if he'd been drinking, and awkwardly, he says no. He doesn't seem drunk, just strange. And to alleviate your discomfort, you let him go. Little did you know, the person that you just spoke with wasn't any ordinary teenager. You just stopped one of the most infamous serial killers of all time. Not only that, he had the body of his first victim in the car with him. You had just let go Jeffrey Dahmer. If this police officer had potentially acted more so on his strange feeling and looked around more, potentially one of the most infamous and disgusting serial killers would have been caught a lot sooner. But unfortunately, this early encounter was uneventful and marked the beginning of his disgusting killing spree. Jeffrey Dahmer, similar to Ted Bundy, was a rather unassuming serial killer who was social, active in the community, likable, and for those reasons, able to operate almost directly under the nose of the police. for way longer than he ever should have been able to. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't a particularly brilliant serial killer who crossed all of his T's and dotted all of his I's. If you're familiar with how he committed his murders and what he did after the fact, there was a lot of opportunities for evidence to be found and dots to be connected, and unfortunately the police took way too long to connect those dots. Jeffrey Dahmer's father was an analytical chemist, which may seem unassuming but led to a morbid curiosity that ended up consuming Jeffrey Dahmer's life. Jeffrey's father taught him how to preserve animal bones with bleach, and they would even look around their property together to find dead animals to dissect and preserve and bleach the skin and connective tissue of these dead animals. Jeffrey's father thought he was sharing insight into his career with potentially interesting information, but to Jeffrey, this information was highly interesting, and unfortunately it was taken in a completely wrong direction, which we'll get into. On top of this weird dissection and scientific process, if you want to call it that, Jeff showed signs of trauma in his younger years, specifically torturing animals and being rather quiet and reserved. His father even admitted that there were signs that he didn't notice at the time, which is questionable. After graduating high school, Dahmer attended a party, something he did relatively often as he tried his best to be social and was at this point already experiencing a rather nasty alcohol addiction. On the way home after this party, Jeffrey picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks, another 18-year-old man. They both went back to Dahmer's place to hang out and drink.
Crushed his
and
bones
while
and
Stephen didn't have any sort
spread it
of
across the
romantic
curb or some
intentions,
shit.
Jeffrey did. And when Jeffrey got the clue that things likely weren't going to happen, he took matters into his own hands in the worst way possible. Dahmer grabbed a dumbbell and hit this man over the head, knocking him unconscious. He then strangled the man and then assaulted his body for his own personal satisfaction. And then at that point, used what he had been practicing on animals on a person for the first time. And unfortunately, this was not the only time either. After mutilating and dismembering the body, Dahmer packed it into his car where he was driving to dispose of it. And it was on this drive where Dahmer met the police officer. If only this police officer chose to do a search, we would be living in a much different timeline. But unfortunately, that was not the case. And although Dahmer was caught, he was not caught then. And after this instance, he was able to kill and hurt many more people. At the age of 19, Dahmer got involved in the military, where he was suspected to have done unsavory things with soldiers and was kicked out at the age of 22. After this, he began his hand in the professional world, where he was unsuccessful in holding a steady job due to his alcohol abuse. He started exposing himself to women and children at playgrounds, where he was caught and charged for indecent exposure, although this will be one of his most tame convictions we touch on in this entire video. Dahmer's sadistic urges were beginning to take a hold of him, and he was back on the hunt, looking for control. It was around this time in his early 20s where Dahmer began frequenting bathhouses and gay bars, where he would meet men, hang out, and then take control, to put it in his words. Dahmer was most commonly drinking these men that he was meeting under the table, and due to his high alcohol tolerance, the people that he was with were unable to keep up and likely would pass out before Jeffrey was even feeling a buzz. In these instances, Jeffrey would take advantage of these people, but even with how manipulative and horrible this is still only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Jeffrey Dahmer. He wasn't really convicted for any of these unwanted touchings, but he did get a 1-year probationary sentence for indecent exposure once again. In 1987, Dahmer knew that indecent exposure and drugging and assaulting men just wasn't enough, and he felt that he needed to get back to his old ways. Dahmer said that this second murder in the beginning of this next chapter of serial killings was actually an accident. He said he just woke up in a hotel with a dead person beside him. And even if that was true, any normal person would at that point call the police. But of course, that's not what Jeff did. Dahmer stuffed this person into a suitcase and took him out of the hotel. He took this body back to his grandmother's house, where he dismembered it, assaulted the body, and cut this person's head off and boiled it to keep the skull for his own personal use, to say the least. This trend would continue drugging, assaulting, and killing men over the next years. I know I've already gotten into detail, but there is so many disgusting and gruesome details associated with exactly what Jeffrey Dahmer would do to his victims, and there is a ton of videos about that. So let's focus in on the point of this video. Jeffrey Dahmer killed 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991. But how exactly did he get caught? Well, as he continued his spree, he got less and less cautious and more hasty, as he simply cared less and less and was too caught up in his own fantasies, it seemed. On July 22nd, 1991, Jeffrey Dahmer lured a man named Tracy Edwards into his apartment, offering to pay him $100 for nude photographs. When they got to the apartment, that's when things started to go wrong. Dahmer attempted to handcuff this man and threatened him with a knife, and Edward smartly played along, trying to keep Dahmer calm and unassuming of him trying to escape. After spending 5 hours together, Tracy was able to punch Dahmer in the face and flee, getting out of the apartment and onto the street where he flagged down 2 police officers. At this point, Tracy was barely clothed and still had a handcuff on his wrist. The police followed Tracy back to Dahmer's apartment where Dahmer admitted to putting handcuffs on this man, but doing nothing wrong. However, the police weren't satisfied with that answer and searched the apartment, which is when one of the officers discovered Polaroid photographs of dismembered bodies. And after seeing this evidence, the police handcuffed Dahmer after a bit of a power struggle. A search that took place later on uncovered a collection of human remains and other vile things that I won't even get into. Dahmer confessed to all of the murders and waived his right to a lawyer during his interrogations. And over a 2-week span, detectives were able to get Dahmer to admit to his crimes and detail them specifically. And in detail, he outlined 17 murders of men and boys between 1978 and 1991. The following year, on January 13th, 1992, Dahmer pled guilty but insane to 15 counts of murder. Dahmer wasn't sentenced to death in the court system, but he was by another inmate. And during his time serving 15 consecutive life sentences, he was beaten to death with a blunt object by another inmate. Some people thought this was a poetic ending to his reign of terrors, while others didn't think that this was quite justice. No matter how you feel about this situation, the Jeffrey Dahmer story is extremely upsetting and honestly disgusting, and if you haven't seen it yet, there's an entire Netflix documentary about it. But to answer your question, how was Jeffrey Dahmer caught? One of his victims was finally able to escape and expose his human deli to the police and eventually the world. I do want to say that because I do post weekly, I'm not able to make extremely long videos. I try my best though, and I think on average 15 to 30 minutes isn't bad. But with that being said, unfortunately, there is a lot of serial killers that have existed, and fortunately, there are a lot who have also been caught. Ideally, there wouldn't be any serial killers to catch, but that's a different story. I say this because if you guys enjoyed this topic and this video, I would love to make another one, potentially a part 2, and maybe even make a series out of it. So before we get into our last killer, if you guys enjoy learning about these serial killers and how they eventually got caught, let me know in the comments below or give this video a like. If I see enough comments, then I will definitely make a part 2. Now, let's start the story. You're a young man in the Chicago area, and you're looking for a job. You just graduated high school and you don't want to go to college, you want to get into the trades. It's a growing opportunity that doesn't require an education, and that interests you. Your uncle's friend is a local business owner and politician, and he says that this man could help get you a job. He introduces you to this man and you guys set plans to discuss a potential employment opportunity. This man invites you over to dinner, which you're rather comfortable with because you've seen this man before and you've even been to a few of his events. He's been known to have block parties and he even likes to dress up at times as a clown of all things.
Oh, is this John Wayne Gacy or whatever
employment
the fuck his name
opportunities,
is?
pay, expectations, previous experience, and all of the regular things you may expect you would discuss during a job interview. The interview comes to a close and you feel optimistic, hoping that you're gonna get a job soon and potentially start a lifelong career, when the man you've been sitting across the table with asks you if you want to see a cool trick. You don't want to be rude, so you go with it, and he invites you into his basement. In the basement, he shows you handcuffs, and you're interested and kind of confused. Where did you get these? Are these real? How do they work? He doesn't really explain, but he says, put them on, I'm gonna show you something. So once again, almost hesitantly, you go with it. You allow him to handcuff you, and then he shows you that he has the keys, but not in a reassuring way, almost in a taunting sort of way. At this point, the vibe shifts immediately, and the professional man that you were just talking to upstairs is now a creepy and demented seeming individual who, at the drop of a hat, switched. The man who you thought would become your boss is now picking up a hammer, and he is now becoming the last thing you would ever see. That man was John Wayne Gacy. We're really 3 for 3 in this video because John Wayne Gacy, like Jeffrey Dahmer and like Ted Bundy, was a very unassuming person who also committed most of his crimes in the 70s, which is an interesting overlap as well. I wonder if there was something in the water, but who knows? John Wayne Gacy lived in the northern suburbs of Chicago and owned a successful construction company and was a seemingly loyal father and husband to his second wife and 2 stepdaughters. He even attended church and was active in the Polish community. Gacy was also involved in the Democratic Party and through that had some interesting connections. Connections that I'm assuming now wish they had nothing to do with Gacy.
Hey, Sinister.
Gacy was known, like I mentioned in the story, for throwing block parties, inviting the police, neighbors, and anybody in the community who wanted to celebrate, enjoy food, and even see a clown perform some tricks.
Fuck.
That clown being Pogo the
How
Clown,
the most
which was
infamous
Gacy's
serial
alter
killers
ego.
got caught.
But even in this condition, in the northern suburbs of Chicago,
Basically,
living a
I'm
seemingly
like just
nice life
reacting
before
to
anything was ever found out, before he was ever
everyone's
caught for his
suggestions,
32
basically.
murders, he already had a dark and shadowy past. Gacy was previously
Yeet.
arrested for assaulting 2 young men in Iowa. And if that's not crazy enough, this
yeah.
was also the exact
Yeah,
same
I'm a
time when his
bit-
first
I'm a
wife was
bit-
giving birth to
I'm a
his
bit,
child. Literally
you
insane.
know.
For these crimes in Iowa, Gacy was caught and served time in prison. He was sentenced
I'm
to
a
10 years
bit-
but only got 18 months and was released on parole. So technically that was the first time Gacy was caught, but that's not the only time he was caught, so let's keep going. It was after this release from prison when Gacy divorced his first wife and moved to Chicago, where now we're up to speed. From the outside, it seemed that Gacy was living a great and rather successful life, but that couldn't be further from the truth. His marriage was falling apart
The
after
Dasher is
telling his
waiting
wife
on
that he
my
was
pizza.
bisexual and wanting to get men involved in their relations, and their divorce left Gacy a lot of free time to indulge in his fantasies. On December 7th, 1976, a young man named Robert who was working at a pharmacy stayed after work to talk to a man who said that he could have a construction job available for him. Sound familiar? Gacy offered to pay him double what he was making. An interesting proposal to anybody. This young pharmacist obviously was never seen again. And worst of all, while Robert was meeting with Gacy, his mom was outside waiting for him to finish work and to drive him home, as she was his ride and she was gonna take him home so they could spend time together, as it was his mom's birthday. Once again, horrible timing. Fortunately, in this situation, the police weren't completely oblivious, and almost immediately after this case was brought to the police were already suspecting something was up with Gacy, specifically because they knew about his past, and one of the detectives on this case even called Gacy directly. Although, to be fair, one of Gacy's own employees went missing, and when people begged the police to investigate Gacy then, which was only a year prior, those requests were ignored. If you really want to be mad, in 1977, a young man went to the police station and reported that Gacy had kidnapped him and threatened him with a gun. And when questioned, Gacy admitted to the entire situation, but said that it was consensual and that this man was lying. And the police sided with Gacy in this situation, and he was let off.
What the
I
fuck?
know. Crazy. I didn't mean for this video to be a compilation of horrible police work, but that's definitely becoming a common theme. Back to the Rob situation. After the investigation continued, the police were able to get a search warrant for Gacy after he was late for the interview that they requested of him. Gacy reluctantly gave his keys to the police and he was held at the station while they searched his home. The police found a receipt for a roll of film that Rob had owned,
Me
proving that Rob
neither.
had been in Gacy's house. And they also found a ring that another lost boy was missing. Although they weren't able to charge him with anything with these facts, they were able to put him under surveillance, but they did have to let him go at this point in time. Strangely, while under surveillance, Gacy invited the 2 police officers watching him into his house and offered them coffee. These officers noticed a horrible smell inside the house, a smell that a police officer would definitely recognize. The smell of death. But still, this wasn't the end quite yet. Days later, while still obviously under surveillance, Gacy was caught selling weed to a gas station employee where he was
What the
arrested and once
fuck?
again interrogated, where detectives had more ammo to interrogate him with, and they threatened to literally rip up his floorboards if he did not tell the truth, which they obviously meant hypothetically, but physically they did end up doing that and finding exactly what they were looking for. While in jail, he did admit to killing one person, but claimed it was only self-defense. Gacy led police to the place in his basement where he hid one body, and upon further investigation, the police found a trapdoor where they found at least 3 other bodies. When this information was shared with Gacy and Gacy knew the jig was up, he went on a multi-hour-long rant, speaking in the third person like a lunatic, admitting to everything, and claimed that he had killed at least 32 young men and boys, and that 27 of them were
Damn.
buried on his property. In April of 1979, a grand jury indicted Gacy on a total of 33 murders, which at that point in history was the largest number of murders associated with one person. While in custody, Gacy admitted to more and more gruesome details about his murders, and the police were able to validate all of these stories by finding evidence within his home. On February 6th, 1980, Gacy pled not guilty to all of the charges, and his lawyers tried to pull a insanity card, but that didn't work. Gacy was of course found guilty and sentenced to death. After 15 years on death row, Gacy was killed by lethal injection on May 10th, 1994. But there you have it. 3 of the most infamous serial killers and how they got caught. The similarities between these people are rather glaring, and I think it's important to note that when we talk about such depraved individuals, that these are real people that hurt real people, that have real families, and there are real victims in this situation. If you guys feel like you've gotten your true crime fix, then allow me to recommend the video I made that's a bit different. It's shorter and it's one complete story. And it's a video about what it would be like to be a medieval plague doctor, and it's something I put a lot of work into. Check it out. It's on screen now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always,
W video. W video. How humans got high in every time period. All right. This seemed perfect for you. Well, you know what? I'm going to use this one more time. Again, be right back. Then we're going to continue, and then my pizza should be here in like 5 minutes type shit. Be right back. Yeah. What's good, Johnny Test? You should watch a video about Japanese cult leader. That is so fucking random. I don't know. Maybe? Question mark? Wait. Wait, let me double check on my pizza real quick before we start. Damn. Okay. I hope they don't call me, because sometimes they call me to see which building I'm in, and I'm like, you see. Okay. All right, let's start.
got lifted in every time period. If you've watched our videos over the last few months, then you probably know about people's obsession with obscure chemicals. And typically I'm not this coy with my verbiage, but YouTube's been giving me a real paddling lately, so I'm trying to be a good boy. With that being said, I've only really discussed chemicals people are taking in the modern day, but human consumption of obscure chemicals far predates even history itself. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the favorite concoctions of humans in every time period, and how they use them to get high. Starting in the Stone Age. The Stone Age is one of the most interesting and mysterious time periods for substance consumption. Interesting because this is where it all started, and mysterious because of how unknown it really is. We have a rough idea of what exact plants were preferred during this time period, but we don't exactly know when they were first used or how often they were used at all. Some suggest that ancient humans dating back to our ape-like ancestors were using specific plants regularly, although there's rather limited archaeological evidence to support that. And others believe that the recreational consumption didn't begin until much later in human history, like roughly 10,000 years ago, which
Welcome
there is
back, Pink.
slightly more evidence for. But here's the thing, just because the evidence we have available
Welcome
to us
back.
shows that the earliest recorded consumption began around 8100 BC, it doesn't necessarily mean that's where it actually began. That's just all we have proof of. And unlike
And then my
pottery, stones, or
costume
other
and
artifacts,
drinking.
these organic compounds don't preserve well. With that being said, I
Oh
know
my
you guys come
goodness.
to trust me, bro, for only the most factual, historically accurate, nothing but the truth type content. No creative liberties or
Well-
stretching of any truths. We're all facts here. So with that being said, we're gonna focus on the consumption
Welcome
after
back.
10,000 BC, where the invention of farming, herding, and civilization likely facilitated the use of these compounds. Or I should really just say plants. At this point in time, they're just plants. They're not even, they're just plants. But if you did want to speculate about early use, feel free to drop a comment. I'd love to open that conversation. Okay, so now that we have a framework for the timeline, what were these people in the Stone Age, or at least from 10,000 BC and beyond, getting up to? What were they lighting up? What were they chooching on? What were they fiending for? Well, I'll tell you. For starters, cannabis seeds
Bro. It's saying my order was canceled. Hmm. But they literally. I ordered a pizza. I just reordered it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I just ordered the exact same thing. It's probably closed. Let me see. Now they're open. They close at 2 a.m. Like the shit literally said that like the driver picked up my order and that he was 5 minutes away. And then it said that my order was canceled. So did he just like steal my pizza or some shit? Order it. This is some bullshit. Hmm. Now I gotta wait even longer. Let me see something. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, I just needed a few minutes of silence for my pizza. Um. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at on my
Appeared in archaeological digs dating back as far as 8100 BC in Asia. Now, does that just mean that's when it was used? It's hard to tell because the evidence doesn't suggest that, although it is possible. What we do know, however, is that in China, there was strong evidence for ritualistic use of cannabis by 500 BC, which is obviously no longer in the Stone Age, so we'll touch on that later. What we do have evidence for not only consumption but also production of in the Stone Age is alcohol, specifically beer. By 10,000 BC, the Natufians have mastered the process of making beer. And although alcoholic beverages from this time period were significantly different than what we would consider to be modern day beer, the resemblance was there. Beer from 12,000 years ago had a rather low alcohol content of only 2 to 4% and often contained additives such as fruit or honey, and most oddly, varied in consistency, from a clear liquid to a soupy mixture with floating solids and even pastes. Just imagine that. Beer soup with honey and fruit. Interesting. Researchers also suggest that there is a possibility that these people had also domesticated cereals, no, not the breakfast food, the actual grain category, for the specific purpose of brewing beer with them, instead of eating them. As strange as this early beer sounded, it actually served a dual purpose. Not only was it likely enjoyable for the people consuming it, but it also was a great alternative to water, as the alcohol in this soupy mess killed harmful bacteria that would have otherwise made these people sick. And this is going to be a trend throughout all of history, both brewing beer and also drinking alcohol to avoid dirty water. So while people in the Middle East were making beer, what was going on in North America? Well, actually a lot of things. Some of the primary and favored plants during the Stone Age were tobacco and coca. These were of course discovered and used by indigenous Americans, who not only liked their stimulants, but also had a particular fascination with psychedelics as well. Some of the available natural selection of psychedelics include peyote, morning glory, datura, salvia, ayahuasca, and over 20 different species of magic mushrooms. To me, it's no wonder that indigenous Americans were so spiritual. You could be on the prairies foraging for natural goods and come back with a basket full of 20 different types of psychedelic. Insane. One interesting tradition that the indigenous Americans had when it came to tobacco and some of these hallucinogens was nasal administration, specifically inhaling tobacco through your nose, which I can only assume must have hurt, but I guess to them it was enjoyable. They must know something we don't. One interesting piece of history is when the Spanish conquistadors visited the Mayan people, they were horrified by the Mayans' drug trips and saw it as the devil's work, which if you know anything about Mayan history, I don't fully blame them for that considering some of their traditions. For example, human sacrifices, skull towers, slaves made into skin suits. Stuff like that doesn't strike me as angelic per se. But however you look at it, psychedelics were a major part of development and tradition for indigenous American people. The reason why people would use these plants varies for most of the same reasons that people do even in this day. People are looking to either ease pain, experience a pleasant sensation, connect with a higher power, gods or lost loved ones, or simply provide them more energy to hunt, work, and endure Stone Age life. One popular Stone Age plant that was used to serve all of these purposes was the coca leaf. The coca leaf was readily available and was easily consumed, primarily being mixed with lime and being chewed until they had a stimulant effect. At that point, they would spit out the leaves and do it all over again, with some people chewing this stuff all day long. Although the exact origins of specific usage isn't known, it is confirmed that some of the earliest traditions for mind-altering chemicals date back all the way to at least 10,000 BC, and some fan favorites include tobacco, coca leaves, and a bundle of psychedelics. And you can't forget beer soup, the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age is really exciting because we have a lot more facts and a much larger variety of substances to cover. The plants we discovered in the Stone Age are still around, but we now have some new discoveries as well. One of the biggest and most impactful is opium. The opium poppy was first cultivated in Southwest Asia and is one of the oldest medicinal plants in recorded history. The first mention of the opium poppy was found on Sumerian clay tablets from about 3000 BC, near the very beginning of the Bronze Age. These tablets were found at the spiritual center of the Sumerians, located just south of Baghdad, and appeared to describe the cultivation of the opium poppy, including the collection of the poppy juice in the early morning, as well as the production of opium itself. The Sumerians literally named opium gil, or happiness, a term that is still applied to opium in certain cultures today. Pretty crazy how long this stuff has been around and how influential it was. It likely is one of the most influential plants on this list. Besides opium, archaeologists also discovered well-preserved strands of human hair in a 3,000-year-old burial site in Spain, revealing trace amounts of 3 different alkaloid substances associated with altered states. Now, they don't exactly know what these psychoactive substances were used for, but it is speculated that they were used for recreational purposes. Another huge innovation and entry into the lifted realm was wine. Early wine has actually appeared in Egyptian pictographs, and by the early Bronze Age, the pictographs actually showed the production of wine and beer as well. And they didn't just display it as some crazy thing. They showed it like it was business as usual. This stuff has been around. At the time, wine and other alcoholic beverages were not only used for pleasure, but they were also used for nutritional, medicinal, and religious purposes. Imagine if they advertised wine that way today. In 2600 BC, a Chinese emperor was actually studying the impact of alcohol on the public's health. He was curious why people did not live as long as they did before. And one of his people claimed, nowadays people use wine as a beverage, and they adopt reckless and unusual behavior. They devote all their attention to amusement of their mind, thus cutting themselves off from the joys of a long life. Their rising and retiring is without regularity. It's crazy how even 5,000 years ago, alcohol was having a negative impact on people's lives. And today, it's still popular as ever. At this time, China was really on some other stuff, because not only were they investigating the impacts of alcohol on the public, but they were also bringing to market some of the most influential medicines of all time. During the Bronze Age, Emperor Sheng Nong discovered a wide range of medicines almost 5,000 years ago. These included the first caffeinated tea and ephedra, which was used to make amphetamines. Emperor Shen Nong prescribed tea for malaria, rheumatism, and poor memory. Caffeinated tea was also commonly an antidote to poisonous effects of other herbs. Ephedra was a natural stimulant that helped with asthma and was probably used for other things too. There's a reason that people still reference ancient Chinese medicine today. Even back in the Bronze Age, they were really on their stuff. Besides the discoveries of opium and amphetamines and wine, there was obviously a ton of development going on with tobacco, beer, and psychedelics. Tobacco was being traded and cultivated, beer production was being improved, and shamans were using psychedelics as a gateway to the other side. Definitely an interesting time to be around. Similar to the Stone Age, all of these substances had similar purposes, with a primary focus on religious and medicinal benefits, of course with some leisure mixed in there as well. The Iron Age. At this point, human development is ramping up to full speed, and honestly, a lot of the plants that we've discussed are still very much favored and very much so in use, with the only real difference being the scale of production and cultivation, as well as the documentation of their benefits and use cases. One of the most commonly cited plants that we see in the Iron Age is something you're likely familiar with. It may be something you're enjoying right now, that being cannabis. During this time in history, cannabis use was widespread, and use cases vary drastically, and some of them are kind of funny. In Mesopotamia, several clay tablets were found in a library that contained references to cannabis. Most of these references indicated the plants were used for either magical healing purposes or to drive away evil spirits or even illnesses, which is interesting. On the contrary, over in China, the use of cannabis in medicine was very early in its development. But according to a famous early book on Chinese herbal medicine, known as the Divine Farmer's Matura Medicina, cannabis, if taken in excess, will produce hallucinations, literally seeing devils. On the other hand, moderate use over a long time has benefits. If taken over a long time, it will make one communicate with spirits and lightens one's body. Definitely an interesting interpretation of the plant, and I feel like they were smoking some strong stuff. During this time, opium is also traded among the Silk Road. No, not that Silk Road, the actual Silk Road. And I think one of my favorite pieces of history from this time period is this. In the year 3 BC, there was a drinking contest in Greece that led to the death of 41 people. It is reported that a Greek drinking contest revealed that 41 contestants died of alcohol poisoning. Oddly enough, the winner did not die, at least not immediately. He actually took home prizes which included more wine, but he only lived for 4 more days before dying. Absolutely insane that there was drinking contests in 3 BC, and also the fact that so many people died at the same contest. That is wild. Near the end of the Iron Age, alcohol became the prominent psychoactive substance during the Roman Empire. Catholic Christianity became the state church of the Roman Empire, and since alcohol was often produced by abbeys and monasteries, it became the people's favorite. During this time, we weren't just limited to beer or wine. They also had introduced cider and mead as well. And it was also around 100 BCE when Rome had caught up with Greece in wine production and trade. One interesting artifact that was found in the Iron Age are stones carved into mini mushrooms by the Guatemalans. A set of 9 mushrooms was found that is believed to be associated with the 9 lords of the night and gods of the underworld. One study of these miniature sculptures suggests that these stones may have been used to grind up the mushrooms to prepare them for ceremonial consumption, which is cool, but it's also crazy that they also depicted 9 lords of an underworld on their mushroom carving. They must have been seeing some stuff. It was also at this time when Plato argued that alcohol is a good test of someone's character. Plato argued that drinking with someone is the simplest, fastest, and most reliable way to test someone's character. This is because wine stimulates the emotion, including desires or pleasures of questionable moral worth. So if you want to get to know someone else's character, or even your own character, according to Plato, get drunk. Interestingly, in Asia, the Persian king advised his army to take advantage of their opponent's lack of experience of alcohol to defeat them, and literally used feast and alcohol as a military strategy. The idea was if the Persians were able to provide their enemies with large, generous portions of lamb and large amounts of wine in which they had no experience with, they would become so infatuated with the feast and compelling feeling of this drink that they would be too distracted to even compete with the Persians in accomplishing great things. Definitely an interesting strategy. Chewing coca leaves was still popular as ever in the Iron Age, and they even discovered multiple ceramic figures depicting characters chewing coca leaves from 500 BC. So if you wanted to know how people got lifted in the Iron Age, the Greeks and Romans were literally turning into frat bros, drinking until they died. People in Asia were smoking until they saw the devil, and people in Guatemala were taking mushrooms until they saw the 9 lords of the underworld. I think the most normal thing to come out of this time period and their psychoactive substances is Plato's analysis on alcohol. It definitely was a funny time. The medieval era. One of the craziest substances we've talked about on this list is now about to be revealed. Technically, it was used at the end of the Iron Age and at the beginning and during the Middle Ages, but I wanted to add it here because this chemical is just so crazy and so insane. What I'm talking about, of course, is cacao, also known as chocolate. During this time, from roughly 250 AD to 900 AD, there was an abundance of physical and symbolic traces of cacao and chocolate left behind, specifically by the Mayan people. This evidence includes both physical evidence of cacao residue left on vessels, basically little pottery bowls and stuff, as well as cacao being mentioned directly on scriptures. It was believed that cacao was used for social, religious, and, once again, ritualistic factors, which is interesting. It kind of reminds me of like that live-action Charlie the Chocolate Factory movie, where they're in the forest with the Oompa Loompas, like when he first makes connection with them, and they're like having this religious connection to the cacao plant. It's basically like that. Maybe that's what it was inspired by. But yeah, the Mayans were loving their chocolate. Around 900 AD, we also see the first mention of coffee in print. This was found printed by a Persian physician in Iran, and it's interesting how long it took us to get from tea to coffee. But yeah, another crazy psychoactive substance. So far, they're just having the average morning meal. Nothing too crazy so far. The travels of Marco Polo from roughly 1200 AD noted that rice wine was actually more popular than grape wine in China, saying, quote, "Most of the people in China drink wine of a kind that I shall not describe. It is a liquor which they brew of rice with a quantity of excellent spice, in such a fashion that it makes better drink than any other kind of wine." I guess it kind of makes sense geographically why they would prefer a rice wine over a grape wine, but it's interesting that somebody who was used to grape wine actually preferred rice wine. He also made sure to note that, quote, "Rice wine makes one drunk sooner than any other wine." China was really just living it up at this time. They were smoking until they saw devils, and they were drinking until they could not anymore. Well, maybe not anymore. That was the Greeks. The Greeks were drinking to death, but China was probably in close second. It was around this time we also started to see the prohibition of certain substances. specifically cannabis in the Middle East. Wine and gambling at this time were explicitly prohibited in the Quran, but there was no specific text that gave guidance on hashish or cannabis. The general legal attitude was that cannabis should be banned despite the fact that it was widely used among Muslim populations. Occasionally, governments tried to take a drastic step against it, but with little success. From 1223 to 1277, there was a prohibition on wine and cannabis that involved the death penalty for those who used either. But it's noted that this prohibition didn't stop consumption and only caused the killing and maiming of people. So, although they were trying to get rid of wine and weed, one thing that they were ramping up production of was coffee. During this time, the first coffee trees were being cultivated on the Arabian Peninsula. And at first, coffee was used for medicinal and religious purposes, like many chemicals of this time. Funnily enough, the way that this was used for religious purposes was claimed that it would be used to help people stay awake during long religious ceremonies, which to me is hilarious because it's like, here, take this. This is gonna be long and boring. But hey, if it works, it works. Honestly, medieval times seems like a pretty chill time, with a lot of cool innovations like chocolate and coffee, and also some interesting attempts at prohibition. I think it's safe to say that at this time, the most common substance of choice was definitely alcohol, as its recreational use was ramped up significantly. I think one interesting example that showcases this pretty well is the fact that they used distilled spirits as a prescribed medicine during the Black Death. During the mid-1300s, distilled spirits were prescribed by doctors during the Black Plague, with the thought that it would help them fight off the disease internally. Ironically, this led to a lot of overconsumption of alcohol because people wanted to be extremely cautious, which is just kind of ironic and hilarious to think that people would be chugging essentially medieval vodka to help protect them from a extremely deadly disease. I guess at that point, if you're gonna go out, at least go out happy. Medieval times, dope. The early modern era. The early modern era is an extremely exciting time for people enlightening themselves, specifically because there is so much recorded evidence of different use cases, prohibitions, legalizations, declarations, and other recorded events associated with different psychoactive chemicals. And spoiler alert, there's not a ton of new introductions. However, the use cases of the chemicals and plants that we've described so far have definitely taken a change and now have adapted some interesting relationships with different cultures. For starters, in 1475 AD in Turkey, the world's first coffee shop was open, which is really cool to think that coffee shops have been around for so long. Over in Europe, the introduction of the printing press has allowed a broader distribution of information about alcohol, which is a huge win for safety. For a short period of time, coffee was actually banned in Mecca, as it was claimed to be an intoxicant, and the governor of Mecca actually shut down all of the coffee houses, although shortly after his superior overruled him and opened them back up. Excitingly, cacao had made its way over to Europe, first at Spain and then the rest of Europe. The first official voyage of cacao got delivered from modern-day Mexico to modern-day Spain in 1585, and at the time, cacao was served as a drink. Also at this time, smoking was introduced to the Europeans from indigenous Americans. Initially, Spanish friars in the Caribbean and Mexico believed that tobacco was the devil's weed, and the traditional indigenous smoking of it was sinful. However, French and English voyagers took note of the practice of smoking tobacco and brought the idea back home to Europe, where it quickly spread across Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia. It's almost hard to imagine Europe without tobacco at this point. Shortly after the popularization of tobacco, once again, during the plague, physicians were recommending tobacco as a disinfectant, and even stated that people who smoked tobacco regularly had lower rates of infection. And one of the funniest things is that Pope Clement VIII declared coffee as a Christian drink, specifically because most people associated it with Islamic culture, because it was brought to Europe by traders from the Middle East. It's stated that Pope Clement tried coffee for the first time and then decreed it as a Christian drink, which is kind of hilarious. Could you imagine being a trader from the Middle East, bringing a gift to the Pope, sharing your culture with him, watching him try it for the first time and seeing the delight on his face, only for him to instantly decree, yes, this is great. This is a Christian drink. Thank you. Thank you so much for this Christian drink. And they're like, actually, we've been, you know what, sure. Crazy, but, you know, times were different. During this time, prohibitions are popping up and down everywhere, and coffee houses are exploding. Not literally, just they're getting popular. Maybe a few exploded, I don't know. In 1663, English coffee houses were actually required to be licensed. And in 1676, the first coffee house opened up in Boston. And believe it or not, it wasn't a Starbucks. During the 30-year War, Dutch soldiers kept bottles of what was known as Dutch courage on their belt, which was actually a flask of gin. During these battles, the British actually took note and began doing the same thing as well, which I don't blame them. If I was in a war that was 30 years long, I think I'd be sipping a little bit too. Tobacco prohibition was happening in both Russia and Japan, although in Japan it was relatively short-lived. So yeah, during the early modern era, the legendary combo of coffee and cigarettes was booming, essentially all over the world. And although some people wanted to ban it, there was really no way to go about it, as the trade was booming, and people wanted their caffeine and nicotine. Bad. It's so interesting to see the first discovery of a plant and then worldwide stores selling a product made from this plant pop up in the matter of 100 years. That's just, to me, so cool to see. Humans are honestly awesome, and that's why I love these time period videos. But we're still not done yet. The modern era. One of the first and most significant events that took place was the London gin craze. The English took their interest in Dutch courage a little bit too far, because now, after the king and parliament encouraged the production of gin to increase the price of grain and provide tax revenue, this resulted in the price of gin dropping dramatically, which exponentially boosted the consumption, particularly among the poor. Now that the gin was so cheap, any regular old person could afford to maintain a solid buzz 24/7, and this was causing havoc among the British people. I think there was a lot of reasons to drink during the early 1700s, especially in London. Religious dissent, rebellion, corrupt politicians, displaced people, all factors that were contributing to an unstable society. People were packed in tight, small, dirty rooms. Living and working conditions sucked. Most people were poor, so if there was any sort of joy or escape that you could afford, why wouldn't you? The upper class blamed the production of gin for all of the issues that British society was having, but realistically, the consumption of gin was only because of how low the quality of life.
Okay, I was staring at my phone because my DoorDasher is very confused and shit. And I think I'm about to go. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna just walk out there. Cause, you know, give me my food, bro. So I'll be right back. Hi. Man, that was so much confusion. Because he had an accent too, and I'm just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck, I don't know where to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where to put this shit. Here we go. Something. Well, wait. Oh, okay, this works. This works. So I just pulled off the shit. Okay. Okay. Now back to video.
The modern day. And if that's something that interests you, then I have something for you.
is
but
over.
unfortunately, it's not in this video. On screen right now, I want you to watch this playlist about the craziest drugs you've never heard of, in which I go into detail about specific chemicals and drugs that people are taking in the modern day. And if you haven't seen them yet, then I would definitely recommend giving them a watch, because it's crazy some of the things that people are making and taking today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always, trust me, bro.
W videos so far. How long have I been live? I've been reacting to shit for almost 3 hours. W reacts. It's like to everyone who's lurking. Thank you. Because we're just vibing and reacting, and you know, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling Ed. Well, you know. I think those were my last puffs. So after this, so I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna just stay live until I feel tired. Yeah.
History may have its fair share of heroes, but it has twice as many fools. From an arrogant general who was literally told that he was walking into a trap but went there anyway, to a brain-dead half-wit who killed 90% of his country's male population in an unwinnable war. Here are some of history's biggest idiots. Torpedo Man Lawton Dawson. For our first pea-brain Pratt, let's go back in time to World War II. It was a sunny afternoon on November 14th, 1943, and President Franklin D. Roosevelt was aboard the battleship USS Iowa, crossing the Atlantic Ocean on his way to a very important meeting. Stopping off at Cairo first, his ultimate destination was the Middle East. Once in Tehran, Iran, he was going to coordinate military strategy against Nazi Germany with Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Of course, being the commander-in-chief, he had a formidable escort. Safeguarding the USS Iowa from potential threats was the USS Cogswell, the USS Young, and the destroyer William D. Porter. Since the seas were teeming with German U-boats, the convoy also had to maintain a strict radio silence for the entire journey. While en route, Roosevelt, who was actually paralyzed from the waist down and wheelchair-bound in private, requested to observe an air defense drill. Target balloons were released and then expertly shot down by gunners from the Iowa and Porter. In fact, it went so well that Lieutenant Commander Wilfred A. Walter decided to order a follow-up drill. This would involve a simulated torpedo attack on the president's ship. The key word here is simulated. During this type of exercise, the torpedo's primer is supposed to be removed so it doesn't shoot out of the tube and become live. Aiming straight for the USS Iowa, the first 2 torpedoes stayed put as planned. Everything looked like it was going to go by without a hitch, and then Torpedo Man Lawton Dawson entered the scene. He'd been entrusted with loading the 3rd and final torpedo, so you can imagine the horror on his face when it whooshed out of the loading chamber heading straight to the ship carrying the leader of the free world. He'd forgotten to remove the dang primer. Panic swept through the deck. They only had a couple of minutes to warn the Iowa of their impending doom, but they couldn't break radio silence. At first, Commander Walter used a signal lamp to get the message across, but he communicated wrongly that the torpedo was coming from the wrong side. Then he followed it up with another incorrect message that told the Iowa that the Porter was reversing. By this point, enough valuable seconds had been wasted, so the captain grabbed a radio and yelled, "Come right, come hard right." As the explosives zipped towards him, President Roosevelt remained remarkably calm. As soon as he had heard about it, he had actually ordered a Secret Service agent to wheel him to the deck for a better view. In contrast, his entourage were supposedly a lot less chill. Fearing an assassination attempt, it was rumored that every single gun on the Iowa was aimed towards the William Porter, although this can't be 100% confirmed. Meanwhile, the Secret Service agent, rather uselessly, tracked the torpedo with his gun. Not sure what he was expecting to achieve there. By the time they received the radio transmission, it was actually too late for the Iowa to maneuver. But luckily, the torpedo veered away and exploded about 3,000 yards to the rear of the USS Iowa. In the aftermath, the torpedo man Dawson was arrested, becoming the subject of an inquiry in Bermuda before being transferred to face a general court-martial. Eventually, he was sentenced to 14 years of hard labor. However, because it was an accident, President Roosevelt intervened, and the bungling seaman was freed. General Luigi Cardona.
Never mind.
We've all seen them, and we all resent them. Since the beginning of recorded time, the slightly spoiled and dim children of the rich, famous, and successful have been handed jobs that they're just not that good at. In modern terminology, we'd refer to this special breed of tryhards as Nepo babies, which brings us to General Luigi Cardona. The father of this infamous Italian World War I commander was the celebrated Count Raffaele Cardona. In the mid-19th century, he had played an instrumental role in the unification of Italy following his successful capture of Rome in 1870. Naturally, his son followed in his footsteps, but there was just one problem. Luigi Cardona was a talentless buffoon. Using his political connections to the King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel III, he was appointed Chief of Staff of the Italian Army fighting in World War I. Italy entered the conflict in 1915 with one of the smallest major armies, having only about 875,000 men and 180 artillery pieces. To put that into perspective, at the start of World War I, France's army numbered just over 2.5 million. So, what did Luigi Cardona do with his weak force? He pursued the highest operational tempo possible. Between May 1915 to October 1917, the French launched or supported 5 major military operations. In that same period, the Italians carried out a total of 11 major operations. Yep, you heard that right, 11. And most of them failed miserably. You see, Cardona's policy was to go on the offensive all the time, even if there was very little chance of winning. And there was very little chance of winning, because a significant amount of the battles he directed occurred at the Isonzo River Basin. One of Italy's main wartime objectives was to take the strategic port city of Trieste, where the Austro-Hungarian Navy was stationed. However, in his infinite wisdom, this Italian imbecile chose the worst route ever to get there. The Isonzo River Basin not only borders the impassable Alps to the east, but contains an annoying river that disrupts the battlefield. In addition, the terrain is extremely rocky, which makes artillery strikes and other fragmentation weapons even more lethal. Oh yeah, and it's also basically impossible to dig a trench into rock. Now, some say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. But this could easily work for stupidity as well. hemmed in by the mountains that made battlefield breakouts virtually impossible. In essence, Luigi Cardona launched the same hopeless offensive 11 times in a row. Only twice did he achieve favorable casualty rates, and when he inevitably failed, this Italian ignoramus blamed his own men rather than his own poor tactical decisions. Believing that discipline and morale were all that was required for victory, he convicted a whopping 3.6% of his entire army on disciplinary or cowardice charges. The irony was, though, that Cadorna himself was a huge coward. His last disaster class was the 1917 Battle of Caporetto. For over 2 years, the Italian forces had advanced no more than 20 miles. Then, within just 3 weeks, they lost 100 miles of territory as a result of this joint Austro-Hungarian and German attack. As his forces lost ground, Cadorna fled back to Padua in Italy, while at the same time ordering that officers of retreating units be shot. His failure was so spectacular that the French were forced to send 6 divisions to stabilize the Italian front he had so poorly mismanaged. Finally, in November 1917, the arrogant, cruel, and inept Luigi Cadorna was stripped of his command, much to the relief of everyone. Publius Quinctilius Varus. Before disaster tarnished his image forever, Roman general Publius Quinctilius Varus had been a favorite of his blood relative, Emperor Augustus, who had personally installed him as the governor of several major provinces. But the haughty and incompetent Varus, who viewed anyone who was not a Roman citizen as a lesser being, was in no way suited to the position. He was, according to one Roman historian, a man more accustomed to the leisure of the camp than to actual service in war. In the year 9 AD, while the governor of Germania, Varus received reports of tribal unrest spilling across the border. In response, the pompous general made for northwest Germany, convinced that the uprising was no more than a small disturbance that he could easily crush. Believing the participants to be merely inferior barbarians, Varus did not prepare his men for a large-scale battle, and even allowed them to take their wives and children with them on the assignment like it was a family vacation. What Varus didn't realize was that he was cluelessly walking straight into a trap organized by Arminius, a prince of the Germanic Cherusci peoples, who, at least for that moment, were allies of the Romans. Having received a Roman education in his youth as a hostage, he knew that an utterly self-confident dummy such as Varus was likely to investigate the incident, which Arminius had engineered himself without the proper precautions. But then, a rival chieftain provided intel that put the entire plan in jeopardy. Arminius's father-in-law and enemy Segestes repeatedly warned Varus that he was in grave danger, but the snobby Roman simply brushed it off as a lowly interfamily feud and ignored him. Accompanied by Arminius and a sizable band of Germanic warriors, Varus led 3 legions, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, plus a throng of camp followers deep into Teutoburg Forest. Suddenly, his Germanic allies vanished, and all at once, Varus's front columns were ambushed. At the same time, a violent storm erupted, transforming all available paths into quagmires and ripping branches off surrounding trees. Then the entire Germanic force rushed out of the undergrowth, throwing volleys of javelins at the shell-shocked Romans. The Romans managed to repel the first wave, but as the rain fell, the legionaries' shields became waterlogged and too heavy, while the drenched longbows of the imperial archers became practically useless. Knowing the game was up, Varus and his commanders ended their own lives as the men, women, and children of the losing side were massacred or taken alive to be sacrificed to the pagan gods. Muhammad II of Khwarezm. Genghis Khan. What do you think of when you hear this name? If this very utterance makes you imagine ruined, smoking cities and blood-soaked streets strewn with corpses, then you're pretty close to the truth. Over the course of 2 decades, Mongolian warlord Genghis Khan carved out an empire that stretched from the Pacific coast of Korea all the way to the shores of the Caspian Sea. His successors would later extend this out to Hungary to make it history's largest ever land empire, which was about the size of Africa. Overall, it's estimated that Genghis Khan was responsible for the death of up to 40 million people. But he wasn't just a bloodthirsty conqueror. It might be hard to believe, but many of his most trusted field commanders were actually former enemies. And when he wasn't annihilating civilizations, he was actually establishing peaceful trade relations with them. With this in mind, this makes the actions of Muhammad II all the more puzzling. This dim-witted dunce was the king of the Empire of Khwarezm, which occupied vast stretches of Central Asia and Persia for about 2 centuries since the year 1077. In 1218, Genghis Khan sent a trade caravan to establish commerce links with this Central Asian kingdom. However, suspicious that they were spies, a local governor had them all arrested and executed, apart from one dude who ran back to the Mongol chieftain and told him what had happened. Genghis Khan was absolutely furious, but being the measured statesman he could be, he sent a follow-up diplomatic mission to Muhammad to demand justice. His terms were not unreasonable. All he wanted was for the guilty governor to be executed and a bit of cash to smooth things over. It was at this point that Muhammad made a decision of monumental stupidity. Instead of establishing friendly relations with the fearsome Khan, who had just subjugated much of northern China, he proceeded to behead the diplomat sent to convey the message. The old saying goes that pride comes before a fall, and in this case, it was the fall of an entire civilization. What followed was the systematic destruction of the Empire of Khwarezm, which over 2 years was reduced to nothing by the Khan's vengeful hordes. To give a sense of scale, the sprawling Iranian metropolis of Nishabur had an estimated 1.2 to 5 million citizens. When the Mongols left, there were only 400 survivors. When they found the governor who had murdered the original trade mission, there was no mercy shown. They poured molten metal into his eyes, mouth, and ears to kill him, Game of Thrones style. In the end, and luckily for him, Muhammad died of natural causes before the Mongols could catch him. In total, his boneheaded actions led to the deaths of between 2 to 15 million people, and that's a low-end estimate. Francisco Solano Lopez. As we've seen, there are a lot of contenders for history's biggest idiots, but our last moron blows them all out of the water. Solano Lopez was the eldest son of dictator Carlos Antonio Lopez, who ruled the small South American country of Paraguay for about 20 years. During his father's reign, Lopez was sent on a diplomatic mission to France in 1853, and while there, he developed a fascination for one of France's most iconic conquerors. By the time of his return, he worshipped Napoleon Bonaparte, whose empire spanned all the way from northern Spain to Moscow at its height. When Lopez assumed power in 1863, he tried his best to imitate his hero. At the time of his accession, the landlocked Paraguay was the only South American nation that didn't have a coastline, which meant that they were missing out on profits from foreign trade. Furthermore, it was among the weakest of the continent's powers. Wanting to open up his country to foreign trade and to establish Paraguay as a major player in the region, he formed an alliance with another smaller power, Uruguay. The idea was to form a third regional bloc that could challenge the domination of the much larger and more powerful Brazil and Argentina. Obviously, Brazil wasn't too happy with this, so they invaded Uruguay in 1864 to make their feelings known. In response, Lopez declared war on Brazil by sacking the Brazilian province of Mato Grosso, but he also had to send reinforcements to Uruguay to help them out. The thing is, though, to get there, his troops had to march through Argentina, and the Paraguayan president hadn't asked for permission. When the Argentines objected to this, Solano Lopez, who styled himself El Supremo, made the unbelievably foolish decision to declare war on them as well. Then, to make matters even worse, Uruguay, which was quickly defeated by Brazil, was also prompted to declare war on Paraguay. Through a combination of ignorance, hubris, and sheer stupidity, Solano Lopez had committed his country into a fight they could not win. In May 1865, Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay signed an agreement called the Triple Alliance. Within a month, they had already demolished the Paraguayan navy and gained a foothold on the strategically important Parani River, which meant Paraguay was no longer able to supply its armies in Argentina. In other words, within a month, El Supremo had already lost because he had no other choice but to go on the defensive. His defeat at the Battle of Tuyuti, the largest engagement of the war, a year later would set the tone for the next 4 years. Against all military logic, he ordered his men to trudge through a swamp towards fixed enemy positions with virtually no artillery support. Over the course of a single afternoon, his entire army, one of the biggest he had ever had at his disposal, was decimated, and 6,000 lay dead on the blood-soaked mud. By January 1869, the Paraguayan capital of Asuncion had been captured, and Lopez was forced to retreat to the hills with whatever was left of his ravaged ranks. Increasingly desperate and paranoid, he recruited women, children, and the elderly into his force and executed anyone who even hinted that he should surrender. His victims included military officers, cabinet ministers, foreigners, and even his brother and brother-in-law who were shot for treason. On March 1st, 1870, Lopez made his last stand at the Battle of Cerro Cora against the Brazilians. While fighting alongside his troops, he was severely injured by a lance. As he scrambled into a river to escape, he was put out of his misery by a bullet to the head. This leads us to a statistic that defies belief. According to the highest estimates, roughly 2/3 of Paraguay's population of 525,000 had died by the end of the war as a result of combat deaths, disease, hunger, and exhaustion. This includes a staggering 90% of all Paraguayan males. I'll repeat that, 90%,
Damn.
leaving only about 28,000 alive. This makes it proportionally one of the costliest conflicts in all of history. And all because one Napoleon wannabe thought he could defeat the combined might of 3 nations at once. There is no other word for it. This guy, and indeed all others on this list, are total idiots. At Simple History, we've been working with talented artists on something truly special.
Is this? Okay. But yeah, we can because now I'm getting tired now. It's like I did eat. I ate the whole pizza. But it was like a small pizza. It was really good though. Let me see what's in.
What's up, guys? And
Wait. This, bro, show me the. This video might be ass. I just can't tell. Hi, third. I'm so concentrated. Yeah, this video could be ass. But we're gonna watch it anyway. And then end. For me. This has been a cute little 3-hour shit thing. You know what I mean? This video might be some ass.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am joined by my friend Jordan, and Jordan's here because a while back he and Tyga became Fear Factor champions, which meant that they each took home $25,000. Now, of those hard-earned $25,000, Jordan then let his friend Alejandra, who goes by Alex for short, borrow $7,000. $7,000. Jordan let Alex borrow $7,000.
It's not at once, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, here's $7,000. It was divided up. You know?
I mean, it still adds up to $7,000, though.
Something like that.
Well, actually, a little more than $7,000.
Maybe 8. Maybe 8.
What I'm getting at is that Alex hasn't paid Jordan back a dime. Whatever the full amount is, she still owes him all of it. And well, since Jordan never hesitates to help a friend in need, we decided to help him get that money back. Yes, we wanted to help Jordan get his $7,000 back from Alex, and the way that we decided to do so was by towing Alex's car. We got a freaking tow truck. I'm sure the viewers are asking this. Why in the hell would you lend someone $7,000?
Why?
I'm gonna
She told me she didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to help everybody, you know, like you're saying. It's like if somebody needs it and I got it, take it. You know? Take it. I don't need it here.
I need $1,000.
Oh, do you? I got you. I got you.
So the professional tow truck operator that would be helping us tow Alex's car was named Angel, and assisting him would be our non-professional friend, Loris. The idea was that Angel would be doing the towing and Loris would be doing the talking, so we had Angel teach Loris some lingo. Now, the parking lot where Angel and Loris would be executing the tow was right next door. In order to get Alex to come here, we had Jordan kidnap her laptop and then convince her to come pick it up.
Hi, Kiki.
Hey, I just seen your text about the laptop. My bad, I was being caught up. I'm in the OC right now, yo. I'll be here probably all night, to be honest. I can get it to you tomorrow afternoon or something when I get off work, or...
I need it by tonight. I have a paper due before my face.
You want to just come grab it or something, like if you really need it?
It's just kind of inconvenient for me to go over there to go get my laptop. I've already been procrastinating on this paper.
Okay, Jordan didn't kidnap the laptop. He just extensively borrowed it until he knew that Alex would be desperate for it back. The laptop was the bait that would get Alex to the parking lot.
If you need your laptop, it's here. I got it.
No, don't do that.
Like, I can give it to you tomorrow, but there's no way I can get it to you tonight.
You're feeling easy and going?
You can't.
Thank you. Let me just get it to you tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
I can't. I gotta write the paper by tonight.
Okay, why'd you procrastinated? You put it on me. You waited till last minute.
I let you borrow the laptop, so now I'm wrong for helping you out. Now, okay, you know what? I'll honestly just go get it. That's really inconvenient for me. Send me the address that you're at.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll send you the address and I'll tell you where to park and all that. It's real tricky with like the residency and the businesses and all that. But I'm gonna text you right now.
Now, Jordan didn't just instruct Alex to park in the parking lot next door. He actually instructed her to look for and park next to his car. Supposedly, this was so he could easily find her and quickly return her laptop. But of course, we just wanted to control where Alex would be parking.
Okay, as long as we get the tow truck like in front of her car, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be absolutely fine.
He's gonna hook it up for real?
Yeah, he's gonna like actually like hook it up. I'm really scared of her like getting in the car and being like, no, you can't tow my car.
Oh my
I don't feel easy or going unless
Now, contrary to what you guys might be thinking, we weren't gonna use the tow truck to force Alex to pay Jordan back. That would be pointless, because the reason why Alex hasn't paid Jordan back is because supposedly she's broke.
Yeah.
But still, don't do that.
Supposedly.
Hypothetically.
Word on the street. But sometimes she would say like that she would give it to me like next week, you know? So it wasn't always I'm broke. It was like, yeah, I'll give it to you Saturday.
But did she give it to you?
No. On Saturday, she told me she was broke. And I don't understand. Like, how can you be broke for so long? People are broke for too long. Like, I don't understand, you know? Like,
what I'm getting at is this. We wanted to use the tow truck to find out if Alex was lying about being broke, because the only way that Jordan would ever get back any of his money is if Alex even had any money to give him. So if upon seeing her car getting towed, Alex stuck to her story about being broke, then chances are Jordan would never see his money again. However, if upon seeing her car getting towed, Alex busted out some money, then Jordan needs to jump her on a payment plan ASAP. At least of like, I don't know,
well,
20
it
bucks a month.
seems like you really want to.
I mean, would you prefer 20 bucks a month or like zero?
That's not even $1 a day.
Actually, like, 20 bucks a month. Oh, yeah, that isn't. Oh,
yeah, bro, come on. 30 days.
Good math. So all we had to do now was wait for Alex to arrive. Jordan and I were hiding in my car. Angel and Loris were on standby in the adjacent parking lot, and our friend Yokes was
You're
set
a
up
bad
next to the
influence.
dumpster. You guys
Why
will
did
see
you
what his
ask
job is here in a little.
twice?
Okay, so in the back of this car, we have our makeshift no parking signs, which is pretty much the reason why Alex is getting towed. Now, when
feeling
Alex gets here
elevated?
and when she parks next to Jordan's car, we're gonna have Jordan send her some money and convince her to go grab food at that restaurant in this parking lot. When Alex goes into the restaurant, that's when I'm gonna cue Angel and Loris to make their entrance. I'm gonna be hopping out of the car, grabbing the cones, and setting them up around her car. We should have plenty of time to get everything done, but in the event that Alex exits the restaurant before we are done, Yokes is our safety net. He is our lookout, and if he sees that Alex is exiting the restaurant before we're done towing her car, then he's gonna intercept Alex and do whatever he has to do to stall her. But yeah, everyone is in position, the stage is set, Jordan has been keeping in contact with Alex and getting her ETA, and you guys now officially know our entire plan, which means that all that's left to do now is to simply wait. Soon we're gonna find out if Alex really is or isn't broke.
So Jordan, you didn't think Alex was broke. Why?
Well, I did think she was broke. I thought she was broke. And then I started to kind of wonder, like, how are you still broke? And how are you buying things? Because there were times where I didn't give her money, but she still did what it is she was trying to do. She might ask me for money to go out to eat, and I'm just like, I can't do it right now. She goes out to eat still. You know what I'm saying? Because I would ask her whenever I would catch her in the act. I'm like, yo, like, if you got money to go to the movies, can you pay me back from, like, whenever I gave you some gas money or something, you know? And she's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm broke.
So after waiting for a very long time for Alex to arrive, at last, a car matching her vehicle's description pulled into the parking lot. Is it Jordan confirmation? Is this her? It is a black car. Is it?
Yep, that's
Is
right
it?
there.
Is it her?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So Alex is here. Alex is here. She has shown up. Alex had arrived to pick up her laptop. It was now time to execute our plan. Okay, Jordan, feel free to call her whenever you're ready. Remember, you have to convince her to go grab food. Otherwise, we are screwed. So with that, we're just gonna let you guys watch the rest of the video from here.
Get your Takis.
Yes, you're gonna wanna get your Takis because you guys already know. This shit's gonna be good.
Hey, yo, you here? You here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm parked.
Okay, all right, cool. You parked over in the back area I was talking about. You see my car?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, for sure. I just need a few minutes. Can you go get us some food real quick from that place, Urban? You should see a place called Urban Plates somewhere, like, if it should be like in front of you. I'll hit you on Cash App or give you cash or something. Can you get us, like, I don't know, get you something, give me something to eat real quick?
She getting off the car.
Oh, okay. You've been here before?
Nah, I haven't actually, but literally, like, you can get me anything. Like, it almost doesn't even matter. And then by the time you get that, I should be finished up over here. I'll bring out the computer. Okay, all right. Awesome.
Perfect, Jordan. Nice job. Nice job. Don't forget to Cash App her because we don't want any surprises.
I wonder what she's getting. I'm hungry, yo.
Why don't you actually? That's a good idea. Let's actually have you call her to make sure that she like stays in there. Like ask her about the menu, ask her about hey what's inside and whatnot to like stall her, you know?
Okay, so she has gone into Urban Plates. It's tow truck time. It is tow truck time. Yo. You guys can go ahead and make your entrance. Let's start hooking her car. Copy. Okay, we'll see you here. Remember, she drives a black Ford, okay? Do not tow the wrong car. Alright. Okay, here we go. Wish us luck, Jordan.
Okay, I'm gonna call her right now then.
Yes, like stall her, but like don't make it too suspicious though, dude, okay?
Angel and I are pulling up, and we are about to tow this female's car.
Just try to keep her on the phone as long as you can, okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so funny.
It's not that funny, damn.
Hey, did you order?
Oh, they're still making it right now, so I'm gonna take a little bit longer.
Oh man, here we go, guys. We got the tow truck coming in hot.
Oh, we about to pull somebody the fuck over.
What'd you get?
It's really just sides right now because they're close to
Sides.
So it's like mac and cheese.
Ooh, mac and cheese.
Tow truck is coming in hot, people. It is coming in hot. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Showtime.
Why are you repeating shit twice?
You got, what else did you get? Mac and cheese, what else?
Like mac and cheese, potatoes, It's just really stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting the cones now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can you give me like a soda, like a Fanta or something? Orange Fanta?
Yeah.
No parking. You are getting towed. You are getting towed. We're gonna put one right there. We're gonna put one right here. And we're gonna put the third one over there. Gotta go get the third one.
Okay, they got fries?
Yeah.
Bro.
Fries.
They don't.
They don't have fries?
No. It's not like that at all.
No sign of Alex yet. We got the 3 signs up. Oh my God, we got Angel right here hooking her car. Oh my God. I'm trying to record and keep an eye out for her as well because I do not want to get caught.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just paying right now.
Did you get me soda?
Like a second. Yeah, I'm just doing it right now.
Okay.
So there's, you said pineapple cream or citrus hibiscus.
Ooh, hibiscus. Yeah, let's do hibiscus. Dang, this place is bougie. What?
Oh my God, it's actually lifting. Oh my God, it's actually lifting. Oh, this is crazy.
Okay, well, I'm just paying. I'll be right there.
Oh, you said you about to head out, right?
Yeah, I'm just paying right now.
All right, yeah, cool. I'm about to be out in a few minutes too.
Oh my God, it's so hard to record and trying to keep an eye out for her.
All right, she's about to come out. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm getting scared. I'm going back to the car. Oh, Jesus.
Yo, she's about to come out right now.
She's about to come out.
She's about to come out. She's about to come out right now. Oh my God. She's about to come right now. She's about to come.
Oh fuck. Oh my God.
Bro, oh my God.
Oh my God.
What if
dude.
the cops pull up?
I don't know what we're gonna do if the cops pull over. We're gonna have to tell them the truth. Hey, we're filming a video. Just give us 5 more minutes. It's probably illegal, but it feels like an accomplishment. Oh, my heart is beating.
Damn, he got a rush from that
This is
shit.
the craziest video ever.
Oh my God, yo.
Is she almost out?
This
She's not
nigga
out. She's still
dragging
waiting. Oh, is that her?
He is. I'm like,
Coming out
damn,
the
calm
door right there
down,
with
take
the
deep
bag.
breaths.
Yep,
that's her.
Be
That's
silly.
That's her? Oh, dude.
Oh, I wish I knew what she was thinking.
Oh, what do you think she's thinking?
She's gonna drop all of the food, bro. She's just gonna drop it and just run over there.
You think she's seen the tow truck yet? You think she's freaking out? You think she understands what's going on yet?
Yeah, bro. Look how fast she's walking.
And Angel has made contact. Oh, she is like, what the fuck is going on?
She got my soda. Hi, ma'am. Is this your car?
Yeah, it is. Why are you guys towing my car?
I'm gonna call Yokes. I'm gonna tell him to come over here. He doesn't need to be over there anymore.
So you actually parked in a no parking zone. You see the cones right there, and
He
you
happy
still
as
parked here,
shit.
so we put it up.
Like, bro, you gotta change that shit to the king.
There's 3 cones. You parked right here.
charge.
They're there. They've been there all day.
Yokes, are you still there?
Yeah.
I'm here, yep. Okay, you can feel free to walk over here, dude. Your job is done. You don't gotta stand there anymore. Okay.
So what am I getting towed for? How is it these 3 parking spots?
'Cause
Why
they're-
are they even here?
They're tree trimming. You see the trees? They're trimming
Trees are
them.
getting trimmed. This
Yeah,
late
look.
at night,
Look at the trees. The trees are getting trimmed.
just this one tree.
No, all these trees. They already got trimmed. It's just that one tree that's left.
They all look completely the same.
Because they got trimmed.
What did he put on the car?
Looks like a light? I don't know. It's already hooked. It's gonna be $150 for me to put it down. If not, it's gonna be double that
I
at
have
the
to
lot.
pay $150 for you guys to take it down. I'm right here.
It's policy. I can't put it down. It's already hooked. It's gonna be $150.
I just went to go get food.
Oh, I hope they're not being dicks to her.
I feel bad, man.
Hey, Yokes, we can't hear a thing. Do you hear anything? Can you hear what's going on or something?
No, it looks like she's very confused at this point.
It's gonna be $150 for me to take it down. That's our policy, and there's really nothing else I could do.
Serious? I'm standing right here.
It's policy,
I
ma'am.
was
There's
gone
nothing
for
much
10
I can do.
minutes getting food.
There's nothing else I can
So
do.
you're making me pay $150 when I'm right here. Wasn't even gone for 10 minutes for you to take it down.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to pay double at the lot.
It's like she's yelling at them in
Oh,
lowercase.
okay. Yokes, stay on standby. I'm taking you off speaker. You're fine right there. She's calling Jordan. She is calling Jordan. Yeah, you can stay right there. You can stay right there. You're fine. Okay.
Should I answer?
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Hello, hey, Alex.
Where are you? They're towing my car.
Towing it?
No, I couldn't park here.
Couldn't?
No, I'm on the phone with somebody. You guys, I'm right here.
You couldn't park where? Where'd you park at?
Literally like a couple cars away from me. Like I'm.
Why are they towing your car? That don't make no sense.
They just said that I can't park here because they're trimming a tree.
Because of trimming a tree? That doesn't make...
Yeah, there was no type of sign here, nothing that I couldn't park here. I just went in to get the food. It was no problem. It's literally only my car that they're towing. They're making me pay $150 because it's
$150, yo?
It's literally like when you come over here, you're gonna see, like, why is it only my... Well, they're taking my plate number down.
Why they towing your car though? Did you park on a red curb or something? Like,
no.
You parked by a fire hydrant? That don't make no sense. Handicap?
Here that say no parking, but I promise
She about to
you,
ask
there will
her.
not here. Can you come over here?
Wait, she
Can you
about
just
to
come
ask
and-
them for the what?
They're making me pay $150 because it's
$150, yo.
Can you come?
100? Can I come do what? I told you I'll be out in a few minutes.
Because this wouldn't even be happening if I didn't have to come all the way over here.
But I didn't force you to park somewhere you couldn't park. What you talking about?
Ma'am, 3 minutes.
They said I have 5 minutes.
3 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Get here. I have to come make it right now.
Okay, well, I'm like 10 minutes away, yo, so.
You're about to leave me here standing in the parking lot with no car.
Yo,
All
just-
because I needed my laptop back. No, you need to come over here. I know you're not 10 minutes away. You need to make it.
Yo, why you mad at me, yo? Why are you mad at me? Calm down.
I have to come over here to you.
Okay, but you mad at me for something that I didn't cause?
You told me to come to this parking lot. Now my car is hooked up.
Okay, well, just pay him. I didn't tell you to park in no parking zone. I'm always handling issues that I don't got nothing to part of.
You did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Who else is calling him?
They're taking my shit right now. They're charging me $150 because it's already hooked.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, yo. Like, this don't got nothing to do with me. There's been many times I've bailed you out of situations I'm
That's
not a
the
part
second
of.
time they tried
Like,
to
just
call
pay
him.
him. Like, you really don't. You absolutely don't have the money, yo.
I do not have the money. I would not be calling you right now.
Man.
I wouldn't even be in this situation right now. Like, I really did not.
Because I ain't got it either, yo. I lent you so much, so I don't really have nothing.
Like, I'm literally stalling them so that they don't take off with my car.
Damn, that's the third time.
Leaving me right now. It's gonna be the $300 to $400 if they take it to the box. I'm really just trying to stall them till you get here.
I mean, I don't have it, yo. Like, I just don't. Like, I just paid rent, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so now, and then, so then now, I'm supposed to stay here with you. How am I gonna get back home?
I can get you home. It's not the end of the world,
And
yo.
then that's just gonna be more money for me to take it out the lot.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I told you I don't have it. Like,
Help me.
how am I help you if I don't have it?
Situation.
How am I help you if I don't have it, though, yo?
So
I'm
that's
sorry. Like,
Okay, so let them take it. Let them take my car. When I came over here, because you couldn't come to me, well, they're leaving.
they're leaving?
They're leaving, and obviously.
So are you gonna pay?
Just give me 1 second, please. Like, please. I have somebody on the. Can you just please wait?
Is it cash only?
It's cash only. Like, can you help me? Yes or no?
I can't.
Okay, so then that's it. Then I don't have the money. You don't have the money. So I mean, there's really nothing we could do.
That's it.
You don't
I'll
have
see in a
anyone
few,
else
yo.
to
I got your
call?
laptop.
No, I don't even. No, this is stupid.
What's stupid? You being broke?
You can't help me.
It's stupid because I can't help you, but I helped you a million times? That don't make no sense.
Okay,
How's this?
well, I really need your help this time.
Okay, you did last time. You really needed my help last time, too. You always really need my help.
Oh my god. Okay, well then that's it. They're taking my car.
Okay, well, we get it later then. Maybe when I get paid, I can give you half or something, you know what I'm saying?
Half?
Yes, half, which is more than I should do. Okay, then never mind. Forget it. I'll keep my half. I'll see you in a few, yo. Bye. Half. See, she upset about half. That don't make no sense. They should just go. Why are they waiting so long? They should just drive off, honestly. I'm frustrated. I just bought her food, bro.
Okay, so were you able to get the money?
You just can't drop it.
I can't.
I'm begging you.
It's
please
our
just
policy.
drop it.
I can't drop it. It's already on the hook.
10 minutes. Just, I'm begging you, please. Just
I know,
drop it.
but it's our policy. It's already on the hook.
Well,
There's
how do
nothing
know
else
you
I
guys
can
didn't
do.
Just fucking put the cones here.
What do you mean?
Just so you can make some money, because these cones were not here.
Nah.
This is suspicious. Like, you guys are up to something. You guys are trying to make your money. I get it.
All right, man. Look, those cones have been there all day.
You guys didn't just do this just to come make your money. Like, what the fuck? That's exactly what you guys are doing.
We've been driving around here every 30 minutes for the past 5 hours, and those cones have been
Are
there.
you broke and ungrateful?
Why is there no sign there?
Those are already trimmed.
Okay,
I
so
wish
per the phone
I
call,
knew.
Alex has no money. Let's see if she calls someone else right now.
I'm gonna text her and let her know that I asked my mom, yo, and like she doesn't have it, so there's nothing I can do at all.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie here, dude. I am like 50-50 now. At first, I thought she had to have money, but now I'm like, crap, dude, she's arguing like a lot. Like, does she have money? Oh! We have another development here, people. It looks like Angel is coming around the tow truck. Okay, what is happening here? Is he coming around to talk to her, or?
Let's go. It's not paying. We're leaving already. The car's gone already. If you want to pick it up tonight, it's probably cheaper for you.
Oh my God. What do you think he's telling her?
He's probably telling her like, yo, you got like 2 minutes.
We could drop it for 150 right now, but if not, you're gonna get towed for 380 bucks. You can pick it up at the lot. Let's go. It's not paying. We're leaving already.
Okay, Angel is walking back. I think he's gonna leave.
Can you just wait? I am gonna pay.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Alex is walking to the truck, too.
I have to go get
Oh!
It's cash only, no credit cards, no.
Angel and Loris are walking Alex back to her car. You think she's paying, dude?
Bro. So you tell him you had the money this whole time, but you were making me wait.
I'm checking if I do.
Oh man, they could just be playing this off. However, it does look like Alex is going through her car.
She's looking for money or something. Like, what else she can be doing? She's looking through her purse, it looks like.
Okay, what is going on here? Okay.
He's unhooking it. Look.
Yeah, he's unhooking it. Okay.
He's unhooking it.
Or,
It's
no,
slightly evil.
it's so hard to see from here, guys.
These signs were not here. I'm taking this up with
Do you have 150 or not?
I don't have change. Here's 200. Give me my change and put my car down.
Okay. No. Is that was that cash?
Bro,
was that cash in her hand?
I swear she gave him cash, dog.
No.
I swear she did.
So you made me wait and you had $200 this whole time.
Yes, because that's ridiculous for me to have to pay that. No,
Man.
you guys are fucking snakes. Just give me my change and put my car down.
Nah, you know what? I'm raising the price to $200 since you wanted to make me wait since you were doing this the
Why?
whole time.
You can't even do that.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Look, I'm writing $200 on this receipt.
Okay, you know what? Let me call Eric and Josh. Let's see if they were able to see what she gave him.
It's gonna be $200 now since you was playing with me, and if not, it's gonna be double at the lot.
You can't even do that.
I can do that.
No,
I'm
you
the one who
can't.
writes the price on
I'm
it.
gonna get you guys fired. Why?
Do what you gotta
Why?
do. No.
What's your name?
My name is on the receipt. My name is on the receipt.
Perfect. I'm gonna be calling tomorrow. This is bullshit.
What happened? We have a horrible angle here, dude. We saw that she gave Loris something. Did you guys happen to see what that was? Did she even give him something, or are we just tripping?
She gave him something, yeah. She gave him cash.
He's dropping the car. She paid.
Are you positive? Are you absolutely positive? Are you sure that they're not just unhooking it, just unhook it?
Bro, 100%.
Please step back so we can lower it. You could get hurt or something.
We went back and forth for 10 minutes, dog. She says she doesn't have the money. She swears up and down.
She went to the passenger side. Now I took the money.
Oh my God.
She paid cash.
She has a paper in her hand, it appears.
She has the receipt. She has the receipt in her hand.
Okay, so that white paper in her hand is the receipt.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hang up on you guys. I'm gonna ask Jordan what he wants to do. Okay, stay on standby. All right, Jordan, they're dropping her car very quickly here. What do you want to do? Do you want to get out? Do you want to confront her? She's literally right there.
I'm gonna call her.
Wait, what? Why? Why are you calling her? What's happening?
I'm gonna tell her I got the money, bro. See what she says. If she answers.
Your call has been
she is sending you a voicemail.
I still got her laptop. Still gotta give her a laptop.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Dude, she is pissed at you. Oh, dude, she's ignoring you. She is ignoring you. She's grabbing the food right now. Oh, she's ignoring you, Jordan.
Automated voice messaging.
Damn.
Your call has been forwarded to an Your call has been.
Bro, get the message.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
Oh man, the tow truck is driving away. We might just have to go out there if you want to go out there, dude. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she just, like, leaves without her laptop.
Are you mad you're supposedly broke?
What?
Hey, I got the money, yo. I was able to get it.
They left already. Like, I had no other choice. I had gave them the money. Like, I wasn't gonna pay extra money to get it out the lot.
You gave them the money? How did you give? What do you mean you get? What do you mean you gave them money?
I had to pay $200.
$200? I thought you said $150.
Yeah, they raised it because I've been arguing with them.
They raised it to $200?
Yes, because I've been making them wait.
Did somebody lend you money or what?
No, I mean, it's just a little bit of money that I had.
A little bit of money? $200 is a little bit of money to you? It's not a little bit of money to me.
It's not even like that.
And what you mean reimburse? Reimburse for what? Why would you need? If anybody needs to reimburse anybody, you need to reimburse me for all the things I paid for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't owe you money when you owe me thousands of dollars.
That's petty. No,
Yeah, that's how I feel.
No.
You always say you're gonna pay me back. You never do.
I came over here. I drove over here though because you couldn't make it to me. Like, what sense? What don't you get? Like, yeah, reimburse.
Yeah, I sent you gas money. That's all I committed to was gas money.
Okay, look, you were borrowing my shit. If you were to take my stuff back...
Okay, look, me giving you your laptop don't got nothing to do with me paying for your car getting towed. Nothing. That wasn't part of my plan today.
I wouldn't even be over here in this city.
Okay, but maybe if you could read and knew how to park and where to park, you wouldn't get your car towed.
Oh my God. I'm not even gonna argue about that because now you're just making me feel like...
Man, I'll be over there in 1 second. I'll be over there in a second. Bye.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, we're going.
Oh, my
Hold on,
gosh.
Jordan. At least let me let Josh and Eric know what's going on. Hey, Yokes, how you doing? Dude, okay, you don't even know what the heck just happened right now. She had money all along. She's asking Jordan for money and stuff. She had money all along. She paid for it. She paid for it. Okay, whenever you're ready, Jordan, go ahead.
She paid for it.
Oh, damn, she gonna have her car. Oh, dude, she is outside of her car. Switch her. Get her. Switch to her.
So you didn't need the money or what?
I did. I called you.
Then what's that? That's a receipt?
Yeah.
Receipt from what?
Because I had to pay.
But how'd you pay it if you didn't have the money? That don't make no sense.
Like that.
You be pressing me for money like you really put me in a tight
why
spot.
are they recording
You really
me
put me in a
for?
tight spot to expose you.
No,
You really put me in a tight spot, you know what I'm saying? Like I be loaning you money all the time. I give you money all the time. You hit me up back and forth. I hit my mom up for the money. And I was gonna give it to you. That's coming out of her
Well,
pocket.
can we talk
You know what
like
I'm
without
saying?
these
That's
people?
coming
I
out of
don't
her
know these
pocket.
people. Like, bro, they cannot be doing that without my consent.
Without your consent, you don't need consent. You know what I'm saying? You owe me money, yo. You owe me thousands of dollars. You talking about
So
reimburse?
you were holding it over my head the whole time.
You was draining me, yo.
It's okay. Can I just
You was
have
draining
my
me.
laptop?
No, I
Yo.
ain't got your laptop. I'll give you
What
your
do you
laptop
mean?
when you give me all the money that you
No,
owe me.
I have
No,
school.
I'll give you the
I need to write my
Yeah, I don't care about
paper.
your school, yo.
So you're gonna
I
let
got
me-
bills.
This
What's
nonsense
more important,
for
school or
video
bills?
is
That's why I
weird.
sleep. You know what I'm saying? You don't even pay bills. You probably got somebody else paying your bills.
Wow.
Yeah.
You pulled out $200.
I don't even want to talk to you.
Okay,
for
then
other
go.
people that I don't
I'll
know.
get you your laptop
Okay,
whenever you send me the money.
Great.
That's why you can't read. You can't
Yeah,
park.
okay.
That's why your car.
Really?
They should have told your car.
I can't
Yeah.
read.
You can't read.
Wow.
Obviously,
Okay,
you can't read.
Bye.
Wait, so what's happening? Is she leaving? So she's really leaving? Are you really not gonna know about the laptop?
I mean, now's not the time, obviously. You know.
So she's driving off.
Oh, watch out, though. Whoa, watch
You guys-
out, watch
yeah,
out,
no,
watch out,
no,
watch
no,
out,
no,
watch
you
out,
guys
watch
should
out,
move,
watch out.
Yeah, you guys should move. She's gonna run you guys over. Jesus Christ. She's trying to go to jail. Oh my God.
Just like that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she didn't ask for her money back, so I mean, we'll give that to you.
I mean, I gotta give her her laptop. You know, I ain't really trying to see her again.
I got him.
How did she not see those signs?
Because they weren't there. I put them there.
Yeah, I didn't even see that far.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't even see that
Yo,
far. I thought they were actually
Were
there.
you not aware of the plan?
Hello?
She is calling Jordan.
What?
I need my laptop back. I did not come over here for you not to give me my laptop back.
Okay, did I tell you to drive away? I mean, I still got your laptop right here.
Okay, so can you just please give it to me?
Okay, come reimburse me. I'll give you your laptop, yo.
You're taxing me to get my laptop back.
No, you reimbursing me for everything that I lent you, yo.
That's not even funny. I need my laptop.
Okay.
You don't even have to talk after this.
I'm gonna come to you right now. Send me a pin, yo. I'm gonna bring it over to you.
No cameras.
No cameras. I'll give you your laptop, yo. Bye.
Have you talked to her like since and stuff? I know you've given her laptop back, but have you tried like?
I mean, I talked to her a little bit. You know, I apologize for, you know, like putting her through that. So she was just being consistent. She said that she was actually broke the whole time. And apparently the $200 came from, you know, her grandma that gave her money to like get groceries or something. It didn't make sense. I was like, that don't make sense.
Damn, Jordan.
If y'all think me lending out $7,000 is a lot, this guy right here.
Okay, the video's over.
Jesus Christ. Dog, this is crazy, bro.
I know.
Like her car is on the tow truck right now.
I know.
Interesting. Owing someone 7K. I'd rather die in GTA. Yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm going to end. because I am now tired. I'm gonna see if I'll rate. I can't tell if Duck is about to end or not. You're gonna end? Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, if I just see yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna rate. I think he's alright, I'll rate Wonder Bread type shit. Just scot free, my fault. And my fault. The I hear us. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think he's dancing. I don't know what the fuck he's dancing to, but type shit. Okay. Hmm. And a thank you to everyone who you know, who have been here, who've been lurking, just being here. Whether you're here for, you know, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, the whole time, thank you. And yeah, this is just a, you know, chill stream because, you know, I work today 12:30 to 9. And I knew that playing any type of game where I have to actually think would have been GG's. I'm being honest. Would have been GG's. So yeah, I'm going. You know, a game doesn't require. Please don't say Valorant. Okay. I was trying to think of a game, and my brain failed. It's all good. It's all good. Is it all good? I don't know. Oops, I clicked the wrong video, bruh. I don't even know if you guys. You can't. I need more alcohol. I'm trying to be drunk and easy. Nobody go. Jaiko Jackson. Hi. um Did you know it's one again? What? Oh, daylight savings. All right, well, let me add an extra hour. Just kidding. I was about to say let me add an extra hour to the stream, but fuck no, bruh. No, let me take advantage of this. You're pretty when you hate us. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say thank you to the you're pretty part. One more video for daylight. If I didn't have to work tomorrow, or I guess today, it can be short. I can't. I mean, I could, but I really want to lay down. I say rewatch Sinners and take a break from Val. You said go lay down? Okay. All right, well, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow night. Well, Sunday night. All I know is that I will not be streaming Monday. And that I plan to stream Tuesday. So I'll say tomorrow for stream it'll be 50-50. It'll be 50. But yeah. Mondays are my bed rotting days, and then Tuesday, I'm trying to get my hair done Tuesday. But yeah, again, thank you to everyone who has been here and who is chilling with me and everything. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Time to go flirt. Oh. But W first time chat Jaiko Maxon type shit. Okay. Alright, now let me double check that. Let me double check that Wonder Bread is still streaming. Okay, cool. Alright, now. Again, tomorrow night 50-50. Tuesday night 75%. And then Thursday 100%. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Whether you're watching this live, or watching the VOD back, or watching this back on YouTube, I love and appreciate you either way. And I will see you next time. And I'm going to start the raid now. And you know, I want you guys to stay safe, stay healthy, but don't forget, out of the two things I just said, the most important thing I want you to remember, I'm still very high right now. That wasn't it though, but they are. It is. Yeah, I'm gone. I love you, okay? I love you, and I will see you